But yes,
Kelva being trolled.
no,
But,
I genuinely forgot. I'm genuinely a dumbass. Okay, that is.
oh, something always gets forgotten when
Yeah.
starting
But
like the
yes,
stream.
welcome
That's
in
totally normal.
for
We're on
episode.
to a solid start.
Yes, welcome in for episode 10 of Spilling the Tea. Of guess with Sipco Gaming Guild. Can you guys see the chat? Oh, well, y'all would have to give it y'all popped in or whatever, but yeah, they should see the. But yes, welcome in. Okay, I will let y'all selves introduce, give you a little introduction for yourselves for real this time.
Yes, yes.
The first time
It
was
was
an
a test.
Yeah, that was just a practice run, so that was actually intentional. I swear.
Yeah.
Well, hello everybody. I am Suit, the Kobold Wild Mage of the Sipco Gaming Guild. We are a duo couple on the channel. I'm married to this goober in real life, the green one. And I'm a chaotic. I'm a wild mage. I'm full of destruction and chaos. And I am an artist in real life as well. I actually worked on the models myself, except for rigging. But I've been also on a rigging journey. I've been really fascinated by learning Live 2D. I've made a few myself. And yeah, like I love to share my creative journey live on the channel, especially working on models and all that. It's a lot of fun. But anyways, I'll let Tweak continue.
There's a dragon
Yeah.
in my wagon.
Hello, everybody.
I don't mean to
I
be
am
bragging,
Tweak the
but
Goblin.
I'm still wagging,
Full name
dragging,
Tweak
wagging,
Cunning
you
Crumpa. I am a goblin half orc. I work at Space Rig with some dwarves. They do a lot of mining. I am also a coder and mod developer. Married to Soot, the Kobold Wild Mage here, and yeah, we're a dual channel part of the Sipco Gaming Guild, kind of a guild of monsters meant to show that monsters can actually be the good guys as well. Doesn't have to always be the human adventurers, you know.
Yeah.
So it's been a good time. A lot of portal tech and magic portal accidents is kind of how we found each other because I'm from more sci-fi and Sit's from more fantasy. So.
I wound up in his office by tumbling through a portal.
Yeah.
And I crashed everything.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Quick little volume adjustment. Sorry.
Well, it's all me. It's because my mouth is twice the size of everyone else. So I can chomp all the things.
But hello, welcome in, Artistic Wolf, and thank you very much for the follow. Yes. But so how this works is, so I have a list of questions I will be asking y'all, starting with the simple ones and then getting a bit more complex. And though, of course, if anyone in chat would like to ask any questions, feel free to put those in chat, and we will do our best. We will do our best to get to them, which normally shouldn't be any issue. Just as long as you don't put them in, start putting in a bunch of questions like a minute before we start winding down, we should be able to get to them. So, but so we'll start off with an easy. But what is y'all's favorite color?
Purple. I actually like purple and red the most.
It's actually kind of funny. Purple is also my favorite color.
Aww.
But you can tell I have a bit of a fondness for green as well. That's kind of
Okay. What is your favorite drink?
Ooh.
I love boba tea.
Mm-hmm.
I love iced tea, boba tea.
I mean, mine's coffee. I like it dark like my goblin soul.
I guess yeah, I like a lot of refreshing beverages, and I even got a pitcher to make my own iced tea in the summer, which is really nice.
Nice, nice.
Uh
Oh yeah. Any kind of coffee. I'll drink them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so here's the question: but what is your preferred tea? I have to ask this given the name and theming of the
oh.
episode. So,
I do enjoy green tea,
mm-hmm.
but peach teas, and I really like fruity teas. For like a cold one, I love peach teas. I also really enjoy Earl Grey and lavender.
Mm-hmm.
Lavender tea was really good. So
Yeah,
that would
I've
be my
got.
preferred for a hot.
Mhm. I was just
Okay.
gonna ask you, can I go into a teeny bit of a story for this
Oh
one?
yeah.
Oh, okay,
Ew.
sure. Go ahead.
so
Go ahead.
so so there's a tea store near us that Sid likes to go to because they have lots of different kinds of teas and everything like that. And I'm very much a coffee goblin.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I went in and I went to the cashier. I'm like, hey, do you have coffee here? And they're like, we have coffee tea. So I had coffee tea, and that's probably my favorite tea.
Mm-hmm.
It tasted just like slightly watered down coffee.
I left one
It
one
was so
out
good.
because I mentioned boba
Uh,
tea. Taro.
oh
I
yeah,
always have
taro
to
is
get taro.
is
Mm.
tasty. But yeah, it was just funny. I'm like, oh, I guess I went to a tea store and got coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have it all. They have every single flavor.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't. Do you have David's teas by you? They're
Oh
usually found in bigger malls. I think.
oh. Bubble tea places. There's a couple near me. Um, or at least in my neck of the woods, anyway. Um, though weirdly enough, apparently the fast food chain Jack in the Box is apparently now gonna start carrying like bubble teas, I think,
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
which I guess is on brand for some of their like marketing like plans, which is apparently like we're now gonna add the weirdest things to our menu.
Oh, I love a good
Yeah.
frozen
So,
boba tea.
but let's see. Okay, Popka always said Lapsa Lapsang Souchong is the only correct answer. Lapsang is good. I don't know if y'all have ever had that.
I have not.
Okay.
I don't even know what that is.
So
It sounds good.
it's so it's black tea, but it's it's smoked.
Oh. Hmm.
Yeah.
It's a smoked tea. Interesting.
Yes. So it's like Chinese black tea that's like just smoked. So it's one of those
Huh.
ones like honestly like Tweak as a coffee drinker, you might like particularly like it. That would be like something worth trying or whatever.
Hmm.
It's a
Oh
very
yeah.
mild flavor. It's still kind of a mild sort of smooth flavor, but it obviously is very smoky. Uh I remember one
That sounds
time,
good.
Tastes like a campfire.
yeah,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, so it can do that. Uh let's see. Uh and welcome in Brosaurus, welcome tea is pretty good, yeah. Uh
No,
yeah.
no. There's so many pupils popping up.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
I swear like the best type of it wouldn't be Lapsang Souchong since it was no wait, this would have been a Hoji Chow. Or Hoji Chow is like it's that kind of idea, but it's based off of like a green tea. It's still technically green
Mm.
tea. It's like a Japanese style of tea. But there was one I had that it was like only like a really small like little sample thing because it was one of those really fancy types, you know. But it's like
Okay.
I
Yeah.
got like like a sample that should be like 1 or 2 cups, that type of thing, just because of how pricey it was. But it was like smoked using like wood from like whiskey barrels,
Oh,
and
Oh.
it was
interesting.
so good. I was like, oh damn, there's some good stuff right
Ooh.
here.
There was a I had a
I've had whiskey tea or like whiskey in tea.
yeah. No, I'm trying to think. They did something like that with the coffee I've drank too before,
Mm,
where they did something from like a whiskey barrel, and I'm just
yeah.
like,
Mm.
it must really get a lot of the flavor that they're able to do stuff like
Oh
that, or
yeah.
like, soak up a lot of the whiskey makings.
Mm. Yeah. I. Though another type is that. So there's a style. I'm gonna type the name, but in chat. But so it's called puer, and
Hmm.
there's two styles of it: raw and ripe. Um, which so with both, you the longer their age, the better. And ripe is kind of a way. It was like a style that was made to kind of like jumpstart the that aging process. Um,
Yeah.
so as a coffee drinker, you might really like the ripe if you were to get some, because it is this very it it does have like a very it has sort of like the bold and strong flavors that you would associate with the coffee, but it's a tea, so it's different.
Oh yeah,
It's like at
that's
that
fair.
same strength of flavors, as
Mm.
Oh yeah.
like a coffee, but you're still like you're still get enough of like registered. This is some sort of tea thing, if that makes sense. But
Oh yeah, that's fair.
it's it's got a hell of a kick. I will say that
Ooh.
it
I
is.
definitely like my bold and bitter
Oh yeah,
flavors.
Yeah, he
So-
would like that more than me. Like I said, I really like my floral and fruity flavors.
yeah. So, but it's it would be something worth looking into, especially so if you have a tea store near you or whatever, they might have some sort
Mm.
of. So, uh,
yeah.
I like try and get like a some sort of little sampler thing of the because
Oh yeah.
it is an experience, man. It's way too I like the taste of both types. I really do, but they're just way too stimulating for me. So
Mm.
is the problem. So
So I should be safe with my blood level being 70% caffeine.
oh yeah, you'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
Lord.
So uh but yeah uh uh but yeah, if I remember right, Lapsang Souchong, now that I think about it, is that because you've been mentioning like trying like tea with whiskey in it, that like one of if I remember correctly, Winston Churchill, one of his things was he liked to drink Lapsang Souchong with like with adding whiskey in it, because of course, you know,
Yeah.
him being Winston Churchill. Okay. Yay, alcohols.
Yeah.
Oh, man, both the leaders of the free world during World War II were.
Yeah.
Uh,
I have the slight advantage of where most alcohol doesn't cause me a problem at being a goblin, but well, except dwarven ale. But
mm,
no,
Dwarven
I,
ale
I definitely
will mess anybody up
I
unless
definitely
you're
wasn't
like
running a mission
oh, yeah.
when I was drinking. That definitely didn't happen. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Let's see, Papa saying the
I'm just a
place.
lightweight on
Mm,
everything, so
see, Popcast
I'm
saying
tiny.
the place I used to buy tea at closed down. Now Miller is my only option. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
one of our
Um.
favorite coffee places is pretty much mail order as well now.
Oh.
Totally feel that.
Uh. Let's see. Uh. What is your favorite dessert?
Mm. Oh
So to
god.
experience neuron activation.
Yeah.
Listen,
I
I really like sweets.
I feel that.
Cheesecakes.
Oh yeah.
Cheesecake anything. Just I will shovel that into my mouth, especially of the chocolate variety.
Mm.
Tiramisu. Oh my goodness, it's so good because I really like coffee tasting things as well. Even though we talked about tea, like uh I really about like the I really like the just the coffee flavor, like cappuccino and stuff and things. It's so delicious, and I'm very happy to say recently I had like an actual um tiramisu proper for the first time in a while, and it is so good.
Mm.
green tea ice cream with it too was very nice.
Oh yeah, ice cream. Nothing beats ice cream. So we went out for Tweek's birthday a little bit ago for
Mm.
sushi, and they usually have like green tea and mango ice cream at the end, and I also got tiramisu. I was so happy. What else? I really gotta say though, yeah, like cheesecakes and all those
It,
all the way.
it feels a little bad saying just because it's been so long since I've had it. So it might be a little bit of nostalgia, and I don't even know if Soot's had it before. But
Then I have to go on a
my
quest.
my aunt used to make maple pumpkin cheesecake, and that's probably my
Ooh.
favorite dessert that I've
Oh,
had. It's like a pumpkin pie, but without the crust. It's just the filling in a cheesecake form, and
oh.
it's got like maple syrup all over it. It's so good.
I I know the stereotype is true. I'm Canadian, but I love maple. I actually maple donuts. If I can get a maple donut, are one of my top favorite things.
It's been so
Mm.
long since I'm gonna have to get the recipe and just make it myself,
Oh,
maybe.
yes.
Let's see. Oh, I think. Hold on. I think go ahead and enlargen ourselves. I think we
And
can do
large,
that. Yes. Enlargen.
Enlarge.
we can
Enlarge.
scale up.
Yes.
Large.
Ooh,
Oh, center.
There we go.
yeah, yeah.
I'll need to scoot over a little
Large.
bit so we can all could tweak your little.
Mm.
Hold little hands
I'll
here.
move slightly to the right. Yeah. There we go. There we go.
I look down upon you
Now
mortals.
I can reach the top desserts over that way.
Uh. But
Ah.
yeah, that does remind me. So it's like, I may have to like, may want like me to share this recipe with you, Soot. But there's a there's a YouTube channel I like called Tasting History
Oh
that
man.
that has all these like historic recipes, and one is for like this Renaissance recipe of pumpkin cheesecake,
Oh, give me.
and I Papa Cobalt like made some a couple times or whatever, and that
Bobcat's ready.
that stuff is good. It's 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 a lot. It's very light and fluffy. Honestly, like almost to
Oh.
like a souffle almost. Than like a cheesecake texture because it uses like a lot of feta cheese as the cheese. But
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
feta is so good. Feta is so delicious. Feta and goat cheese.
mm,
I really like.
so yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, that people that of course, so Mama Cobalt didn't like it, and neither did like Sister
Oh.
Cobalt. But then again, they don't like flavor, so
Oh,
Well,
yep.
that's just a shame. That's a shame.
it's anything slightly different. So
Oh.
there's but like me and Papa Cobalt and my brother, we were I really liked it, and so and also because for one, I went ahead and like I was like as like a cake for my birthday, it was like I just I guess as like my cake or zero just as if Papa Cobalt would just make me that pumpkin cheese bake for as like a birthday cake, last year.
Oh.
So it's like, and he did, And it was better this time because it was like a second time making it, so he was like better at knowing how to do it, figuring it out, because the first time you try a new recipe, you're always kind of a little bit, but first time was still very good. Second time was just like, got better with like the texture and stuff like that. But we went to this restaurant and we did the thing where it's sometimes, you maybe bring a cake or whatever to eat afterwards or whatever. And and normally sometimes like what we do is like, if like our waiter or waitress wants like a piece or whatever of whatever we're doing that they can have, they can have one or
Mhm.
whatever. So we get this like lady one of this like pumpkin cheesecake or whatever, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so good." And because we were ending up because only me and Papa Cobalt were the ones that were eating it really. My mom and sister were like, you know, uh, they because they were just turned off by like the texture that comes from like the feta cheese, which still isn't that much, but um,
Oh, I
but
guess I can see why, but I don't. Kind of light though.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's very much like it was. But anyway, the back
Mm.
whatever she's like, so can I have like a little piece to bring out my like husband? And we were like, oh yeah, sure, because we had so much left over. So
Oh.
so that should be a little endorsement for how good of a recipe it is. So
Oh yeah.
and so I'll have to remember to send that to you after the
Mm.
when I send the link to I can send the two YouTube. It means I'll be sending two YouTube links after this, where it's the one for the VOD for this, and then the link for the pumpkin cheesecake.
Sounds
So
good to me.
yeah, and you'll also get a little like history lesson on introduction of like pumpkins to Europe and stuff like that. So there you go.
Oh yeah. That's always neat.
Or was it on Halloween since it was like the Halloween? I can't remember. Anyway,
Oh, maybe.
I'm kind of dumb. Anyway, anyway, uh, those your but this is definitely like questions once again. If you need to give your like your top 2 or 3 favorites instead of just the first favorite, feel free to do so. What would be your favorite book?
Mm.
I have to dig into my archive now. But I would probably say, oh gosh, I got super into the Demonata series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty addictive. Like the the author does a lot of like when you get to like close to the end of the series, like usually there's some sort of like crazy kind of twist that brings things all
Mhm.
together and it like kind of wraps everything up and it's usually really satisfying.
If you
Mm.
like horror, demons, apocalyptic type things, it is very graphic. So I will definitely like it like immediately like there's a lot like it is graphic. Um, but it is wild, really good.
It's hard to judge for me because I read a lot of one-off things. Like
Mm.
kind of like I enjoyed like the parody stuff like when it came to like World War Z and like the
Oh,
zombie
that's
survival guide and stuff.
so good. Oh, I
Like
love
where
the zombie survival guide and World
yeah,
War Z are fantastic.
like they're trying to be serious in like the obviously the stuff that came before the movie, but like because they're completely different the book than the movie and the game that came out.
The
But
movie butchered it.
it's almost like it takes itself really seriously, like trying to explain how the zombie apocalypse happened and like
Hmm.
Mm.
firsthand notes of like what's going on from different people's perspectives. Like it's kind of neat. It's a parody, but it takes itself seriously.
Mm.
Um, but like my favorite series, uh, I really did. I remember really getting into the Cirque de Freak series.
Mm.
I didn't actually read
Um,
that one, and you said
I had
same person that wrote the Demonata, by the way.
yeah, I had gone to the Alchemist series was also quite good.
Mm.
Uh, Those are probably the two like notable ones that are like on my mind. Like I read through
Mm.
the whole thing of them quite quickly when I found out about them. So
Mm.
On that topic, I just remember too what I really enjoyed mostly in high school was The House of Night,
oh
which is
yeah,
funny because it's about vampires and like magic and all that, and it was just during when everybody was obsessed with Twilight, and I was like, no, I'm reading this,
you know what I
and I recommend it because it is way darker and kind of reminds me of World of Darkness a bit. Like
Mm.
it's
you know what I read nowadays mostly Pathfinder Monster Manuals and stuff like that. That's, that's most of
yeah.
my reading now.
Yeah, no, I'm not like the really biggest reader, but we do have an entire manga shelf.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That is true.
We actually just
we are
added more
weebs.
Legend of Zelda manga to it. We just got the entire Twilight Princess collection, and I'm eager to like check that out.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Move slightly to the right, because Tweak, you're getting a little bit
Oh,
cut
right
off on
here.
the.
You're right.
Yeah, you're getting cut off a little bit on the
You are a
thing.
bit. Yeah.
So I come right over and
So yeah, if you'd move over just slightly, so it
Mhm.
just a little bit to the right, and everyone.
there you go. Perfect.
That is that
I
good?
think.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Perfectly balanced.
That's all things
Perf-
should be.
Yes, perfectly balanced like a Bethesda game.
Oh.
Listen, I love Bethesda games. I love their jank.
Oh wait, no wait. Bethesda game would be like, where it's balanced now.
Yep. This is valid.
Nothing like wandering into the open field and there's a floating mammoth.
Yeah.
Just brings so much joy.
I've got a message. Your hands only.
No.
Okay. Next is, what'd be a favorite movie?
Spirited Away.
Mm-hmm.
that was.
I've watched that
was bad.
so many times. And Labyrinth.
Mm.
Can
Oh,
you
yeah.
tell I really love like big fantasy, whimsical, magical type things? Cause
Dance, magic, dance.
yes,
Dance,
yes.
magic, dance.
Like, I love all those movies and
That
like,
baby was
those...
definitely scarred for life.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
So many therapy sessions.
Yeah.
I especially love like just the older like films like The Dark Crystal, and I still think that the series needs justice for another season. And like the Never Ending Story, those type of movies, just I love them so much that they made me who I am.
Mm.
I most fondly remember Castle in the Sky. That was
I love that one.
Oh,
Studio
yeah.
Ghibli as well. But yeah, that one's definitely the one I like. I could watch that anytime, and I would enjoy that. But one I got really addicted to when I was younger was do you remember like the Sonic the Hedgehog the movie, like like the animated, but before all these live action ones, like the animated one from like 1990s. I used to watch that one all the time.
I don't remember the movie specifically, but I mean, I know there was like an animated series or whatever, or well, there was a couple, but
I do highly recommend it. It's a very good Sonic movie in animation. But it's definitely dated now. Like the voice actors are not any recognizable Sonic voice
oh
actors.
yeah, yeah. I was there. It's one of the Castle in the Sky is definitely like, I think that's the most like approachable, like first time Ghibli movie.
Yeah,
because
I actually think Spirited Away was my first one.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I started watching all the other ones.
Yeah, that was the first. Spirited Away. That was for a lot of folks. That was, since that was like the since that
Yeah.
it was like the first Ghibli movie that really like made it
I think
like super big
so.
in the States.
Yeah, it may have been.
I wish I could remember the name of the first one I saw. It was something in the Valley of Wind. It was
Oh,
the Studio Ghibli movie.
Oh, Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind.
Nausicaa, yeah. That one was weird. Like, it was good. It just I've watched it a couple times. I still don't know if I fully understand the story.
Yeah. If you really want to, you should really read the manga.
Oh, yeah.
Because it
That's good,
was that because I mean it's Hayao Miyazaki who himself made like this entire 6-volume manga, and it
Oh my
really is kind of
God.
like because he spent like I think like over 15 years working on it, so it is like this, and it is like utterly fascinating. So would recommend it like
Yeah.
it or whatever at some time, especially as both manga and Ghibli fans. So it is.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
This guy puts in work though. Like I really respect him.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
oh my goodness.
Hmm.
I actually have 2 of the art books while we're on the topic. I got the my best friend actually went through a goddamn quest to get me the Spirited Away art book for Christmas. I love her
Aw.
so much. And I have Princess Mononoke. Also, gosh, that's another favorite. I love Princess Mononoke.
Oh yeah.
Like, I've been collecting art books.
Yeah. My favorite movie and favorite Ghibli film, but is Kiki's Delivery Service.
Yay!
Oh, that's a good
that
one.
one's so cute. I mean, there are so many good Ghibli movies. Like I love them all.
I wonder on a like a general scale how many people you could ask their favorite movie and it would be a Ghibli movie actually. Like
There's probably quite a few.
Choosing just one whenever I'm asked a favorite. I love so many things.
It's really
it's like a lot of people seem to have a Ghibli, at least like a Ghibli in their list of favorite movies.
Yeah. If like any sort of animation person, it's probably going to be that.
Absolutely.
All right. So Nick B, what is favorite musician?
So this is actually kind of a tough one. I'm not the biggest music fan. I listen to music, but I don't keep up with modern stuff anymore. I've been probably bigger on classic rock all the time. We listen to we both really like Ninja Sex Party and Starbomb. We just got the newest Starbomb album.
Oh yeah, that's true. They're both fantastic. If I mean I always go back to listening to the classics Metallica and AC/DC.
Yeah, Metallica. And I love Nirvana.
Yeah.
Just old schooly stuff like that.
You know who my favorite musician is? Tweak the Goblin. Check him out on Spotify. No.
Actually, Tweak does make music, and it's free on Spotify for anybody to use.
Yeah.
Oh,
since I know that's a struggle for a lot of people.
I would say Ninja Sex Party is definitely the most recent one that we keep listening to all the stuff. Or Chalk Eaters. Ooh, Chalk Eaters is very good. One
of my favorite older ones too is Linkin Park. It's kind of older, but also not. But I don't know, I listened to that one a lot as a teenager, so I guess oh my god, I guess it makes it old now. God damn it. Talking about music just makes me realize.
Yeah.
I feel that of I was listening to for whatever on
Go on, I just something but
I mean,
just entered my brain.
I it's I remember in high school the oldies station was 60s and 70s. I mean mostly early 70s. And then late 60s or whatever, but very much oldie station. And then a few years then it started getting specifically more just 80s. And I was like, wait a minute. And now it's I checked on it the other day and it's they've even rebranded. They just completely gave up apparently, so it's
Yeah, a lot
I
of times it's just
absolutely
classic rock now. You know.
will always love David Bowie.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
That-
And
that'd be my
have
second.
any of you heard of Ween? If you want to really hear something weird, look up Ween.
Oh okay, Ween.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's a weird
and
one.
you should search "The Roses Are Free." That is one of the best songs. They are wonderful.
It's an
I listen to
experience.
such a random collection of stuff. Mostly lean towards rock. But yeah, like
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
Oh,
A lot of
that's
my stuff's
cool.
made for games and things, so like there'll be a lot of loopable music, but still.
I really love. I listen to a lot more remixes nowadays because I love video game remixes. Like Jonathan Colton.
Oh yeah,
Does
metal
some
remixes
amazing stuff.
or metal covers of songs. Yeah.
So I listen to a lot of that stuff lately.
I guess yeah, remixes and parodies have kind of been
They've kind of become more
kind of where I got into Chalk Eaters. They're all parody kind of songs too. So
Weird Al legend.
Weird Al is
Love
so
him.
good.
Yeah.
Like I like the weird stuff. Whenever like I get into topics about music with people, it's like you are either going to like what I say or disown me really fast.
It's like I'm not really a music person, and that's how we're like
Yeah.
that we've been
Well,
talking. It's
when
like
I know that some people are like very serious about their bands. You know, I'm not really like I can't really name you a ton of bands or anything like that. I just know what I like.
Yeah.
And I'm used to people just being like, well, that's crap. And I'm like, okay. I used to really love the Gorillas too. All good stuff. But yeah, I just like all I can name is really oldie.
Let's band knowledge has soared past what I expected, honestly.
I don't know. I'm like,
I hate how when you mention gorillas, like my brain like immediately was sort of thinking of like was thinking of like the where it's the where someone did like the remix of the steamed hams Simpson sketch, but into like gorillas, so it's like Lieutenant Chalmers, steamed clams, did it deep.
I need everybody to do their homework and search Ween. The roses are free. You know, I'll just here. Ween, roses are free.
Oh, there's homework for chat now.
Oh no! Oh
Okay,
gosh!
everybody should check that out. Because like they're fun. They're fun.
But yeah, I mean, David Bowie's my second favorite musician. So
yeah.
my first favorite is where it's was somewhat adjacent to a lot of the ones where it's Alice Cooper is my first favorite. So you know.
Oh yes, yes.
Who is still touring and
There's a dragon
has
yeah.
And I remember going to one. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Buzz5. But I remember I went to, when was it that I went to a concert where it's I want to say maybe like 2019 or something like that. But but like
a lot of butts.
he is like he has a phenomenal. He still has like a still has a great show, and he always like has like really good musicians as part of his lineup that are just all like really good, and they all get solos and stuff like that. It's really cool.
You can tell when there's passion behind it, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's always you can tell when there is passion. It's like I always say, if social media and like I don't know everything were to die, and I don't know, let's say I wasn't doing commissions and things anymore, I would still be doing art because I love it.
Yeah.
What I did before the internet anyway.
Right. Okay, so next question that's this adjacent to this one will be your favorite album.
I'm not good at albums. So
the one I've listened to the most.
I'm gonna go with a Ween album here because listen, like Ween's one of my favorite bands, and I always love discussing Ween with people because 90% of the time people don't know what it is, and I feel special. Um, and I pretty sure the mollusk. Is that right? Yeah, the mollusk.
That's the name of the album. Ween is so weird. It's definitely worth listening to. It's just it's an experience.
I do this to every person I meet, and I did it to Tweak. Like I don't know, just during like one of our first dates, and he just looked at me and was like, "Why?"
Yeah.
Have you heard
Yeah.
about have heard the good news about our Lord and Savior Ween?
Yeah.
Yes, no, like absolutely. Like I just
Man, the one that sticks with me the most though has to be the first Starbomb album. I know it's Ninja Sex Party, but like I pretty much sing along to like all the songs that it's so bad. I just really like parody ballad stuff.
No, I feel that. I feel that. All right. So here's a next question. What is what's your favorite game?
why you do this to me?
Because it's fun.
I can name mine.
I have a lot of favorite games, and it's changed a lot recently because like okay. No, actually it's not that hard of a question. Spyro. And I'm gonna go with the Reignited Collection because
Then
it's
you get
tied
all
all of
three.
them together in like the
Yeah.
best way, and it makes it easier on myself. I still have
Yeah.
like such a love for classic original Spyro 2. I've run through it like a billion times. I've streamed it a ton of times and looking for new interesting mods to keep streaming it. I found a Fly Everywhere mod. I highly recommend. That is just like so fun. So I was able to get into like different places of the maps and all that. And Jesus, I used to say like Oblivion or Skyrim, and Oblivion still like I love Skyrim. I know a lot of people love Skyrim, but I have like a more special place in my heart with Oblivion. I just there's something about it. I love the story. I love the gameplay style. I love everything about it. I feel like obviously Skyrim will be the more mainstream one, but Skyrim is better with mods. Will I ever play vanilla again? No. No, I won't. Yes, I just won't. Mods is what makes Skyrim, but Oblivion takes the place of my actual favorite there. In Baldur's Gate 3, I know that it's super popular now, but there's reasons why it's really popular. It has earned that. It has earned that place. I'm a really big roleplay game fan. I love RPGs to death. I have put so many hours into Baldur's Gate 3, and they're coming up with more subclasses. Yeah. And they're also I barely touched the mods. I barely even touched what they have in mods, but they handed it over to the community when they said they wouldn't be working on more for the game themselves because unfortunately they pulled away from Hasbro and stuff, and good for them. They were just causing a lot of issues. But man, they just were like, "Hey modders, do your work," and they're doing it. I highly recommend. Baldur's Gate 3 has been a worthy experience.
Right.
I just realized they mentioned Queen too. That's a band that you sing along to a lot of the songs.
Oh yeah.
As well.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, as you Tweak, how is favorite game?
So I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Deep Rock being one of my favorite games. It's definitely got to be top 3. But my favorite game has never been dethroned. It's Majora's Mask for the N64. Since I got that game, I think I've 100%ed it over 50 times.
Oh yeah.
And now I do like randomizers and stuff in it all the time. Like it's just it's such a good game. It's basically peak Legend of Zelda. It's
Hmm.
got a little bit of open world. It's got a little bit of your favorite dungeon delving, and just the side storylines are so in depth.
Hmm.
Like it's very good.
All right. So next question is, what is your favorite word? And I should preface this by saying, uh, two questions down is, what is your favorite curse word? So
Oh, so this is favorite non-cursor.
yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Favorite word.
Fireball.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh no, we're in danger.
God, what's my favorite word? Uh, gosh, I guess it would have to be boom or explosion is the one that comes. No, you know what? My favorite word is DACA. I've used DACA so much. It's such a good word.
Nice. Okay, but so what is your least favorite word?
Oh, anything written down.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
If it's in a book. No. A written word.
Tweak will not will Tweak says, "Screw you, LeVar Burton. I will not take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow."
Yeah.
Tweak rejects that.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with moist.
Oh my god. That word's just never good in any context.
Yeah, like you want to cringe quickly? Moist.
Yeah. Don't worry, I got the bread out of the freezer. It's moist. or like you wouldn't even even something that would technically be like, I'm gonna hand you a cup of tea. This tea is moist. Like that just sounds wrong.
It's like things I don't want to touch it now.
Do you mean you don't want to touch the moist moss? Moist moss?
Oh, the moist. You sort by moistness?
Yes.
Such a good meme.
My terrarium is not moist enough.
Oh man. Wow, I don't know how I didn't think of moist. That's a good one. Yeah, no, I don't know if I have a specific word I don't like. I mean, pickles are illegal on our channel, so I guess
But
pickle
you
would
like
be a word.
pickles.
But I like eating pickles. So
He just
this
doesn't
means
like
I'm illegal.
he just doesn't like the word pickles.
As a goblin, the written word is like stealing your soul, so that's
So you
why.
don't like text.
Yeah, the text the text is evil.
So every time like a story scene or whatever takes place in like Majora's Mask, you're like, no, there's
Yeah.
text. I have to
I just
read.
have to convert it to pictures drawn in crayon.
Cue up the AI dig author reading for the
Yeah,
dialogue.
Windows text to speech on Majora's Mask. Microsoft David. Yep.
Okay, let's see. So we got to run an ad break. But okay, wait, let me. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
Hi,
right.
hi, Dingle. Wake on. This looks like an interesting adventuring party having started their own town. Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This would be a chaotic party.
But yeah,
Would
so
we just bring Virgil into like chaos?
I don't know. I when I end up playing stuff or whatever, some weird stuff always tends to happen. So I would be.
Sounds reasonable.
But
So you're gonna turn on ad mode, and then
yeah.
only the secret subscribers get to see what we're doing.
Yeah, we'll put like, so I'll put up My Be Right back screen, which features words on stream. So if you have
Oh
a
yeah,
sub, you
that's fair.
can play with the written word and
Oh
scare
God,
scare tweak.
Oh
no,
God.
You can
burn it down.
you can traumatize tweak some more.
Oh,
All right. Well, we see y'all in just a few. Be right after these messages. We'll be right back.
Messages.
Okay, welcome back, everyone.
And that's when I blew up the space. Hey everybody, how's it going?
All right, welcome. Uh, so, hey, welcome in, Ghost. Uh, so the next question was, so, what is your favorite curse word?
Hmm. Hmm. I mean, I just say fuck a lot. And here's the thing: we do a lot of stuff with chat spawns. I curse a lot. It can't be helped. I am a sailor mouth of a kobold.
Man, I don't.
I'm sorry. Fuck. I'm sorry again. Fuck.
Man, I don't really. I'm just like, because I've actually gotten into a bit of a habit of every time I'm gonna say a swear word, I come up with something on the on the spot. So like my most common ones are uh I say schmeckle a lot and dear glob a lot.
You're
Uh,
definitely way better than I am. I try, but then when you're in the middle of crowd control chaos,
oh yeah.
I'm like, nah, the filter's gone. It's
But
gone.
my favorite swear words. Man, I feel like shit's a good one.
Mm.
Hmm.
Just because it's very versatile. That's a swear word. You can use it for a lot of things. Like this is good shit. This is bad shit. Uh, you can combine it. Like we're gonna fuck this shit up.
Let's see.
There's a
Oh,
lot.
Popcat is asking, is that protective eyewear or a magnifier for working on small things?
Uh, oh, on my head. It's a protective eyewear. I need to protect my one good eye. You know, just in
Mm.
case.
Just in case.
Yeah, I already lost one and an arm.
What class would Virgil be in D&D?
Ooh.
Uh, I do tend to play
I take you for a
spellcasters.
bard.
Oh,
Ooh.
you would
You like
favor
to tell stories and stuff.
Oh,
I
that's
would have guessed wizard.
so I do tend to like spellcast playing as spellcasting
Yay!
stuff. Casting spells, legalize nuclear bombs.
I like spell.
Wait, our
Hi.
nuclear bomb?
This is the
Hi, I like spells.
was that meme? Is the Power Wizard money game? Casting spells, legalize nuclear bombs. It's a meme like a year ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Chroma. Welcome on in.
I remember the wizards at the Arby's or whatever meme that was going around.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Oh my god, yeah, that was a thing.
That was pretty cursed.
Let's see. Oh, Chroma is asking, what is something that people assume of you?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Oh, definitely that I'm gonna fireball every time it comes up.
Yeah, it's true.
Just listen, just because I sneezed one time, I'm sorry.
I guess people would assume that I'm uh very explosives oriented,
Hmm.
but they'd be correct. I do like explosives.
I I do have a uh uh so I do have a little RPG or whatever story. So Wednesday night, because I play with a cyberpunk red with
Mm.
some folks, and
Ooh.
Ooh, yep.
so when we were in the car, I tried to stealthily do this, but I did a crit fail. But so my character was like a techie person. I was told the DM where I was uh um uh uh so I DM'd the text or whatever. Hey, can my character steal one of these this other party member's smoke grenades and try to modify it to make the smoke like blue or pink and then make it taco scented?
Taco
Oh,
And he
salad.
was like,
okay.
okay. It's roll this for it. I rolled I did a crit fail. So and we were riding in a car
Oh
at the
no.
time, so basically it just meant the the smoke grenade just went off while we were driving down the road
Oh no.
and almost
Oh,
managed to crash
no.
the car.
Oh no.
I thought it was gonna be after Taco Bell sent it instead.
I have not tried any cyberpunk, but it's something I would be open to trying Red at some point. But first, I need to play the game, so I look forward to doing that. Probably in I don't know, the next 10 years from now, because I'm not starting something new for a while
Mm.
since I
So
just
many
got
games.
into Avowed.
Oh god. Oh yeah, it's super fun. And I mean, and now it's got, and if you do and then especially now with the uh with the expansion, with the expansion
Mm.
Phantom Liberty, it means you get
Yep.
both Shadow and Knuckles in the same game.
Oh, I think what I might do is when I feel like I need a break, I might switch to Cyberpunk to get a fully different experience. That's I don't know if you count it as sci-fi. Would you say sci-fi, or is it its own thing?
I mean, I would feel like Cyberpunk is within, I guess it feels like a category within sci-fi.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk feels that.
Coming from I asked these coming from the obviously magic kobold here that really likes fantasy.
Mm.
I like sci-fi and things too, but I much more feel at home in fantasy environments. But
Oh
I
yeah.
also really like Star Wars and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Although you can also say that's space fantasy.
Mm.
Star Wars is very much a fantasy.
So you can see that I'm always oh yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Crit fail means smoke grenade smells like sturming. Oh, or surstoming. Yeah, that weird what is it? Swedish fermented fish thing.
Oh.
Well, you've heard it where it's
Finnish.
it's apparently this type of fish. I think it's Swedish. Or one of the Scandinavians countries, but so it's done this it's this type of fermented fish that's served, that's eaten specifically at this kind of yearly festival type thing associated with, but it's a fish that smells so bad that you have to, when you open a can, you have to open it up. You have to open it outside.
I have heard about this. I think I saw videos actually.
Yeah.
Of people
That's nasty.
opening it. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would risk that. I love fish and all, but I don't know if I'd risk that because I'm so sensitive to if something smells bad, I can't put that in my mouth. I'll gag. I'll just be nope.
It's surprising how much smell has an effect on things. Because, for example, I tried anchovies on pizza for the first time a little while ago, and I actually liked the taste of them, but they have such a strong fishy smell on the pizza that it almost throws you off. It doesn't feel like you're eating pizza anymore.
Oh
because
yeah.
it smells so much like fish.
Over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those weird things. I mean, it is real because those senses are so connected to each other to the extent that it's literally if you have a super stuffed up nose, it pretty much annihilates your sense of taste. So
oh yeah,
it's kind of one of those things that it makes sense considering they're able to already affect each other. So honestly, it feels kind of
is that on your list of questions? What's your favorite pizza topping?
Oh yeah, actually there's actually the it's not my next question, but it is on there. Favorite type of pizza.
Okay,
there
good.
we go. So you can go ahead and
excellent.
we can go ahead and y'all can answer this one. since
I'm just like, it's just very on topic right now. I'm like, I wonder if I should bring it up.
Oh, I've been a fan of. I've been loving like the red. I've been getting this like garlic sauce Alfredo pizza with like red peppers, chicken, and feta.
Ooh.
It's very good.
Lord, it's so yummy. I also really like Brooklyn pepperoni on there if I do like a pizza.
People are gonna disown me for mine, but I like hot peppers. Usually jalapenos, the most they'll serve it, like most pizza places. But like, the hottest peppers I can get. Um, Olives and pineapple because you get sweet, salty, and spicy all at the same time.
See, I don't have a problem with pineapple on pizza. I like the sweet, salty, savory taste. But I like to get like a Hawaiian. I like to just go Hawaiian.
Mm. I
Yeah,
now
that's where
just
the olives are like salty. So good.
I actually it just I was now thinking of locations of that smoke grenade that actually smells like that fermented fish. Where that I'm thinking about it, that honestly isn't a terrible idea as like a non-lethal
Clear the room, kind of.
incapacitate type grenade.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
One of my favorites, actually, like recently, I tried. Oh, what is it called? It was a type of chicken tandoori.
Oh,
Mhm.
tandoori chicken pizza. Yeah.
Holy heck, that's the first time I've tried that, and now I'm like, oh, I want that
Oh.
again.
It was good.
Okay. All right. Question is, what profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Well, I of course so I'm an artist of the 2D variety. I have been forever, but I have been expanding my horizons more. So I would say like more into animation. I do like a little bit of animation for like funsies and stuff, but animating is just so cool. This includes like live 2D and stuff too. Like if you're like live animated, we're like this was all drawn up by an artist and moving around and stuff because somebody rigged it, and I think it's so cool.
Mm.
And that's kind of what's like also just like fueling that drive. So I don't know if that counts. I wouldn't say animation is at all my like profession. I don't like do it as like a main thing. It's just like a fun thing I'm interested in. But I'd probably say that.
I'd leave that question
Yeah.
kind of open ended to where it's sort of like there's a lot of these questions where I kind of like I've let people answer them in a way that means most to them or whatever. So but what about you, Tweak?
Well, so coding is kind of my main profession, but at the same time, it's like it's coding for a company, and I guess what I'd really want to do is make my own video game. Would be something I want to code. But if we're going like a completely different profession, something I'd always been interested in trying, or well, sorry, not always been more. Over the last couple of years, been interested in trying would be voice acting.
Oh.
Yeah, because like I started doing all those different voices, like the Tweak voice. How's it going, everybody? Or like
Oh yeah,
of course
the mod.
Yeah, or like He-Man.
Yes.
Just that kind of stuff.
He does a ton of voice acting just in like our Pathfinder games and stuff too.
If I hear a voice enough, sometimes I can mimic it too. Like I used to mimic a bunch of stuff we'd be watching on TV and things too. So, but yeah,
That's
I think it'd be
cool.
kind of interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you did really good on that. So it's like, so they made a mod for Deep Rock Galactic where it's instead of like the normal like dwarf guy that's the operator, whatever that it's replaces with Tweak the Goblin doing the voice that they were doing. Not not the Skeletor voice, but the other one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could do a mod maybe with Skeletor. There we go. There's an idea.
we have joked about that too. Skeletor mission control, but
Speaking of Skeletor, we have this character that pops up on our channel that it started as a complete gag,
yeah,
and now it's just a thing. Now we have the Twillich. You might be familiar with the Twillich.
yeah, he uses the Skeletor voices. Like that was the thing. He was a Skeletor style gag, and then he became his own
Oh.
character.
Well, now I'm making a fully rigged VTuber model for him.
Oh gosh.
So that's gonna be one of like my big challenges for live 2D stuff this year that I'm excited about. I mean, I already made the Cobone, and I'm so proud of that.
Hmm.
Yep.
That is my Lich version.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Actually,
He also there is a redeem to turn into the village. Yeah.
wait, hold. Just because we're on the topic, how about I just show this like?
Oh.
Ah! It is I, the Cobone. Here to steal your souls to put them in my soul gems.
Okay, hold on. It's still loading in
Yeah,
for
it's
me.
still loaded.
Oh,
Oh, there we
It's
go.
a bigger model.
Now we go.
I'm so proud of this. So this is my biggest work so far. I still am tweaking some things, but yeah, it's the Cobone. I
Oh,
made it for Halloween.
nice. Nice.
That's a really neat one.
Oh yeah,
Alas,
it's
I will
cool.
return. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm still like so intimidated by like some of the things people can make. Like rigging's really impressive. It's so much work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It burns me out a bit sometimes, so I'll plan a project and I'll make sure to like I'll have things that I can like switch between, so I'm not just working on this, especially if you hit like, walls. It happens. Rigging is a lot. I really enjoy it, but also it's a lot. Like
Yeah.
I think that took about, it had to be like 3-4 months, and that was rushed because I really wanted it for Halloween. No, it was 2 months. I rushed it for Halloween. I worked on it all October, and then I went back and I put more work in the face, and it's just a lot more smoother and a lot more livelier, which is funny because it's a skeleton, but But yeah, I'm really proud. I'm really proud, and I want to learn more.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Chrome is asking, so you use a silly voice to talk to your pets?
Yes, all the time. I think I heard scratching outside the door, so I think he was.
What is he doing?
I cannot, like, I do it on stream even. Everybody knows when we're streaming when the cat's in there, and I sometimes will have cat cam on, but he doesn't always like to sit in the spot. He's very playful and always wants attention. So he's not really gonna sit there and be pretty boy.
He's loafing on the floor over there.
But he'll hop up by my desk and people will know because they'll be like, "Oh, it's the boy." It'll be like giving him scratches. You gotta give the boy love, and I'll like be one hand petting him while playing something because it's like it's the law. Like you have to.
Yeah.
See,
but there's been some rare occasions where he's popped up on cam. It's super cute. It's like he was like head bobbing the camera one time. We have it aiming at the couch, so like when he sits there, we try.
Okay. So next question, it's an interesting to see people's response to this one. So, if you had $100 million to make a movie, what would it be?
Oh, to make a movie?
Yes.
The Squeak and Suit Adventures.
That would be pretty funny.
That would actually make a better series or TV show. Actually, kind of on the topic, I am like wanting
Wow,
to
an
make
unlimited
a
budget for that.
episodic comic about that. Just the adventures that they've gone on.
Ooh, nice.
Just be like really simple stuff, like you're really cute.
Kind of adjacent, I guess, but I feel like I'd from seeing the success of both the D&D movie and Vox Machina, I think it would be
Mm.
really cool to
Oh,
make a movie about like my Anthoria campaign that I ran a while back
I
because
was gonna
that was a really
say,
in-depth
which one was
campaign.
like the most like?
Abomination Vaults would work better in a movie because it's a lot shorter, but
But
Abomination Vaults is an
Anthorium is
actual
more
property.
like your own world,
Yeah,
and
that
that
was
went on
original.
for at least 2 or 3 years. I
Yeah.
played a deaf cleric in that. Her name was Akashra, and I missed her dearly. She was a tabaxi, and she had this whole thing where she's kind of like a Morticia type,
Mm.
and she cared for the undead like her children, and she wanted to show people that undead aren't here to hurt you. They just want to like pass on. They just want to like be left alone. And at the end of this campaign, when we all went off to do our own things, Akashra opened up a manor that she called the manor. No, it was called the home of the recently undead. So it was like, you know, a place for them to stay and like all that.
Mm.
It was really
It was
sweet. I
good.
love her.
That was a fun campaign. That's all on our YouTube if anyone
Oh,
does want to watch
We
it.
put all our stuff up on there. Our current one going on is Wicked Ones, and we're all playing evil characters running a dungeon.
It's funny. They're all pretty evil.
oh,
Yes, my character for that one is. So you can make your
That would
own.
be a fun movie, an all villains movie.
Oh
Those are pretty
yeah.
good too, actually.
You can
could
make
put a
your
squad
own.
of them together, perhaps, in some sort of.
Yeah, some sort of suicide.
So you can make your own monsters and stuff in that one in a way. It gives you a lot of freedom. So my character she is essentially a dragonborn xenomorph. She's a dragon reaper hybrid. She's just called like the queen. She's called the Queen Reapers. It's kind of like a Karakin type thing. She's kind of like a mix of like Zerg and Tyranids, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah. There's some cool different characters in there.
I was just like, what would it be like? It was like if you had like a dragon in a Xeno,
Mm.
which is kind of a thing too. There is a dragon xenomorph in the comics.
Let's see. Oh, could y'all? Which actually, speaking of y'all's YouTube, couldn't you send the link to y'all so I can put it on the in the chat?
For that Enthoria thing?
For y'all's YouTube
Oh,
channel.
just YouTube. Yeah,
Oh
no,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
fair.
yeah. The wicked ones are. You'll see them all going up, and we also just like have just like our past
Yeah.
streams
You wanna
going
send
up
it
on
to-
there are actually for
Wanna send
anybody
it
that's
in-
interested in Avowed, I
Yeah, there
did
we
a first look of just like the first couple hours basically, because I wanted to avoid spoilers, but I still wanted to show people this game because I was excited for Avowed coming out for like ever. It's basically like the savior to Elder Scrolls,
Mm.
like, or I would say like a successor even, with their own world and everything, and I've just been having a blast.
Mm. Okay. So I normally have this question, though I'm sure what should she might have it. What the answer will be, since since I'm asking it as a married couple, but
Oh no.
who who is your waifu and or husbando?
Oh, that's okay. We talk about this stuff all the time. We both have like your top 5 list.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Well, I mean, I know what mine is. Do you want me to go first?
I'm trying to think because like mine shift around so damn much. Um, you could go first.
Oh, okay. So I'm a fan of Legend of Zelda. And considering I'm married to a kobold, I do like the short. So Imp Minna is my wife. uh,
I was like, wait a minute. I
best
think I know
girl.
where this is going.
Best girl.
It's funny because I would also say the same. Hi, Demi here. Also, kind of bi. I do like both.
uh,
So my list might be a little bit mixed.
Wait, no, that would be my main one. I'm just trying to think, because I you know what, I like me an anime with a yandere character.
Mm.
So I guess that's kind of the. But no, Minda's probably the only one that I've actually been like, yeah, definitely waifu material.
Um,
Tweak playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I don't see how this is a horror thing at all.
Yeah, no, this is normal.
I
This
have
is
to
great.
say
Oh God.
lately, Karlak has she has
Tell me, mommy.
dominated my mind.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
absolutely love Karlak. For Baldur's Gate 3, she can step on me. Um, and
Yep.
I'm currently really into the fish pirate guy. On my adventure in
Oh right,
His
yeah.
name is Kai. He's kind of like the first person you meet, and he was very like he was shown a lot in the playtest and in like the trailers and stuff. I thought he was just gonna be like a dumb as brick kind of like punchy character, typical like fighter that was gonna join you.
Yep.
I love his charm. He's actually like really sassy and fun, and like he goes deeper than he seems.
Mm.
Trying to think who like.
That's a decent lineup.
Is there anyone from like Inuyasha from my childhood?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, so are we asking where were you an
I'm
Inuyasha or Sesshomaru girl?
Inuyasha. I'm actually I do not like Shishomaru. He can fuck off.
Oh my God.
He's a little creepy. He's a little creepy. I won't get into
Oh
too much
no.
detail, but I've been watching the sequel anime. I have to catch up on it.
Might start to start some fights in the chat.
Yeah.
So,
I have a full reason why I'm a little like, I've always been more of an Inuyasha person anyway, but I just think Sesshomaru's a creep, and if you watch the new series, you're gonna maybe see why I think that. I don't know. I'm the biggest like fan of him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if anybody's like, I'm gonna fight.
you just didn't have a thing much for the like that type of edgelord.
It's too much. It's too much. Yeah. I need somebody with like personality, not just like not like Shadow. Just like
I guess I too can appreciate a good Domi Mommy though. When you're talking about
yeah,
Carla.
yeah.
Sorry, I immediately thought about the fact that I was like Urbosa is waifu material
It,
from Legend of Zelda as well.
it's funny because I
The
actually
muscular
haven't.
Gerudo women are, you know.
Oh,
Oh yes. I find it funny how I haven't actually properly romanced her yet, because my first run, partway through, I was romancing Gale, who I also really do like. Gale, he's a sweetie. He's like I was drawn to his magic. I was drawn to his magic, and then partway through, I'm like hanging out with Karlak, and I'm like, I think I made a mistake.
Oh no. Oh no.
And then on my dark playthrough, I've been romancing Asterion, planning to ascend him to be true evil. So I'm like, okay, future playthrough with the subclasses, I want to make a drunken monk. And this is going to be the Karlach romance. Drunken monk and barbarian going on adventures sounds like a blast.
Oh yeah.
Gosh.
How about you, Virgil? Who's your wife?
I don't. I'm blanking it. Oh, so. So okay, my initial thing. This may like there may be initial like before I say who it actually is. This may cause initial concern from Virgil. But so it's a character from uh 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 from Made in the Abyss.
Oh, okay.
But don't where it's
Hmm.
it's Ozen, the immovable.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if hold on, let me see find a good pick.
I think. Okay, yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. She's got the sleepy eyes.
Yeah, large, very tall lady.
Yeah.
Large.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
You know what? It's very interesting that like almost everything I consider waifu wise is like video game oriented, but I know a lot of waifus are from like anime.
Hold on. It's covering everything.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah. I can only see. I can only see
Yeah,
that.
I have definitely gained a type for Dami mommies.
And to say she's a hag is a bit of an understatement. So we.
Man, it is weird. Yeah, no, don't like muscular tall woman just wasn't on my radar until like it's like, you know what? This is a thing, and it's actually quite a good thing.
And now that I'm in my working out arc, it's like, oh no. I may not have the tallness, but
I will become the. I will become the. I will not no longer look for the muscle mummy. I will become the muscle mummy.
oh yeah, I'm like joking. Like we came up with these things in our D&D called Swobolds. I'm like, it's the Swobold era.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Chroma. It's just like two kobolds and a goblin. Could we pass as a human? And they're like, which one's the head? And I'm like, I was thinking about that, but I don't know which one of us would pass the most as a human.
Well, I could just use disguise self.
Oh, that's true.
And then I can just poke up the top.
I guess I don't mind standing on the bottom. I got the robotics to help carry everything. So.
That is fair.
I'm getting sitting
Sorry, I didn't read that question.
and Inuyasha AMV. Oh gosh.
Oh, also add Koga
Right
in
there,
there.
behind the couch.
Oh, Koga, yeah.
Although the games I've been playing, although I feel kind of like a basic bitch thing, like for this one, but and so in Like a Dragon,
I need to
okay.
play that. What I have it, it's on my list.
there's this character that I do like. I like her more in the latest one, or Sanhee.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, ooh, I like he.
Yeah. Though part of it's more appreciated is because she's kind of like she's like subtly like she's this very like cool or whatever lady, but you like get to see her like trying to repress herself from like fangirling around Kiryu.
Yeah.
Because she kind of lets slip or whatever that Kiryu is like her hero, so she's like trying to.
Oh yeah.
Trying to like. You can tell inside so obviously inside she's going like stay calm, stay calm, stay calm.
Yeah. Like her front facing thing is definitely like like mob boss energy.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I mean,
I
she is.
wish.
She's the
she
leader of
is.
like 2 underground, so and
Her
like,
face is like a face mask,
oh
is
yeah,
so good for that too.
I wish I could wear a skirt like that, but I have
What is her-
thighs and it just will not work.
uh,
it is funny. You can tell like I did not notice the legs right away. So it's like legs.
so I feel like where it's that, what is it? I think the term is like gap moe for that
I don't have that.
when there's well, I was thinking of like Sanhi and the like with the fangirling around Kirio or whatever,
Oh yeah.
or it's like trying to repress that or whatever. So, which is like, oh, uh, let's see. Which is your favorite way to loophole the no weapon forged by mortal hands to go down?
What?
I think
I've
like an RPG or
I don't want.
Are you talking about like when the big bad guys like no weapon forged by mortal hands can defeat me kind of thing? Or loophole for something like that. I mean, to be fair, the last time I had a loophole like something like that, the party challenged the big bad guy to a dance off and he lost and got banished because of it. So
Yeah, when we were talking about games earlier, know what I realized you didn't add in that I'm surprised? Elden Ring.
I did
You
play so
completed
much
that
Elden
like
Ring.
10
Oh,
times over.
it's very good.
He got so into Elden Ring, like I could not rip him away from it.
I think the only reason it's not in my top 3 games was because as much as I played it like over and over, it still didn't get the same number of hours as like my top 3 games did.
Well, that's fair.
let's see. Okay, so you have some streaming questions or whatever, and I want to make sure. So like, how are y'all on doing on time? Just so I make sure
Oh,
to.
we don't really have plans. Like we plan to like we did a bigger lunch. We usually do dinner around now, but we're just gonna make dinner like after this is done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our night was available. We had the whole night available for this.
Okay.
So I guess it's more about your time, if anything.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
I just want to
Yeah.
make sure it's like okay, if I need to like rush through these next questions, or if we could like still like be
Oh yeah, no rush if you don't have to.
be whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, so if you like rephrase that question, Dingle, or whatever, and or maybe
Unless that was
elaborate.
the answer you wanted.
Like I
and
didn't
then
know
we
if
can
you
do it.
meant like a challenge or like what that meant.
Let's see. I've heard of the technicality of the smith being a giant spider, so all of it limbs or feet. So like if you're making a making a weapon that like to defeat an enemy that cannot be made by like a creature that isn't immortal, like but I'm guessing it, and that's like the example of like some sort of spider critter. Spider critter does whatever a spider
I
can.
guess I haven't run into it too often because a lot of the games. Well, to be fair, I'm usually running a lot of the games better, but I tend to have godly interactions be a thing. They usually aren't like commonplace, but like I feel like if people are playing clerics or something like that, they gotta have interactions with their deity, or otherwise it's not.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't make sense, But like I've also liked the idea of if you're ever wanting to put gods prominently in a campaign but not have them be impactful, do like the Japanese method where like this is the god of this specific pond or this is the god of this specific tree, and then you can have a lot of gods that have very restrictive domains that can all kind of exist.
I am the god of this specific bench. Not that one over there, this specific one.
Yeah.
The blue one.
Full
under
domain
the
over
tree.
that.
Look at my domain, mortal, in despair.
just breaks it. It's like, no.
Ignore the other guy over there with that other bench. He has nothing to me. Hey, screw you, Gary. Shut up.
Bench war. uh,
Uh,
the god of your left toenail. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, no, that could definitely get pretty crazy. Although that would be a very funny campaign if everything had a god.
oh crap! It's Tom, the god of pigeons, of that particular specific pigeon right there.
Oh,
Get off me! Direct your pigeon elsewhere. Dare you? I'm not inviting you to my birthday next year.
see that anthill? It has a billion gods.
All right. Let's see. Question. What inspired you to get into streaming?
So this is actually kind of interesting because I know a lot of people got into streaming around the pandemic just for social reasons. We got in a little bit before all of that went down,
Mm-hmm.
and it was right after we got married. It was just something we wanted to do together.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we kind of wanted something fun to do in our downtime, and it also
Well, we
helped us
both love
get games completed. Yeah.
We both love games. One of my motivations was I also I was a convention artist. I did a lot of traveling and I went to like art crawls, festivals, conventions to get myself out there. I was mostly freelancing, but I'm like I want to build up something else beyond that too. So like I was mostly doing art on my channel for a bit, and then like we were like we want to like stream games together and started like exploring that, and we noticed like as I know on YouTube there's a lot of group channels and like people like Game Grumps, big one, 2
Mhm.
people doing stuff all the time together, but when it came to like streaming we felt a little alienated and like didn't know anyone that did something like that. It was like people had completely different views on it.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've been meeting more people that do that, which I don't know if we just kind of like if they just like came out of the woodwork because they saw us, which is really cool. But man, like I only know like 2 other people that do something similar. But yeah, it was mostly just like a hobby thing because we both love to game. We're like,
We didn't
and
VTube for the longest time either, but it kind of like
we started
worked out.
as flesh tubers.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, we started as flesh tubers. I knew nothing about VTubing, and when I discovered what VTubing was, it really just like grasped my interest. I was just like, what is this? I could be a cartoon character, and I knew immediately dragon because I love dragons, kobolds. We came up with the whole goblin kobold duo and went from there. And I'm really excited to just like get more into creating VTuber stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, no, it just worked out. Like artists that got into the VTubing side of things, and a coder that knew how to do this like chatbot side of things.
But
Kind
we've
of very
always
handy.
treated it as just a hobby, something we really enjoy. We just love showing stuff off. We like to show off like new games and indies all the time if we can, and host community nights.
Mm.
We love having people on. I know we had you on for Deep Rock once.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Hopcat is saying dragons are lazy hoarders. Kobold are best.
I love dragons, and I am a dragon because I also have dragon forms. Why not both?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Kobolds can become dragons, and
we're very
some
much
things.
Yeah, we're very much more based off the Pathfinder style of Goblin and Kobold.
No shaming dragons here.
Let's
All
see.
can be friends.
Let's see. So then this goes nicely into my next question. So why did y'all go into from flesh tubing into VTubing?
Like basically like how what I was just talking about. It was so fascinating to me, and I as an artist and someone who is passionate about character design, making cartoons and animation. I just wanted to be a part of that world.
Mm.
Yeah, so definitely got into it first, going into like designing our character and everything. Mine was a slower transition, but I already kind of had Tweak and was doing so much with him in Deep Rock that I'm like, you know
Yeah.
what, this would be kind of neat. My main draw to the Switch was the fact that even though it's more work up front and more expensive up front to do VTubing, it's so much less work to actually like set up when you're ready to stream.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, like for me, I I got tired of the expectations of having to look pretty and your best on camera.
Yeah.
More of a if you present female, I feel like there's more pressure
Oh
on
yeah.
that because
Oh
I
yeah.
don't wear. I'm
Definitely less work
pretty
for me.
tomboyish actually. Like I'll be honest, I don't wear makeup or any of that. Um, and I'd see other girls just fully caked up, doll, like this, like no hate to it. But a lot of streamers I met, I'm like, I feel like I have extra. I just have extra pressure on having to feel glammed up because I'm seeing so many people dolled up for this stuff, and it's not me. I feel much more myself with VTubing.
Yeah, a lot of the top like female uh uh streamers are definitely kind of like a lot of them do get these like they probably do reapply makeup and stuff right before they stream,
Mm,
that type of
Yeah,
thing.
can believe
So
it.
it is exhausting. Like aside from cosplaying, I I I am not spending time to put on makeup and all that. I just
mm,
want to vibe. I just want to be me.
Yeah, exactly. Put more focus on the like
The
entertainment than
entity,
on the
yeah.
looks.
yeah, want to focus on comfort while I'm gaming
Mm,
and streaming. Then
yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
uh, let's see. Uh, so I think gonna go ahead and answer the question, although the kind of I think I predict where this is good about to go, but and maybe you touched and you already kind of touched in, so then maybe this might be more elaborating on this, but
Mm,
on the inspirations of your design and theming. I know already kind
Oh,
of touched on this somewhat, but maybe if there's anything you might to uh
I do have
a
enumerate
little
a
more
on.
little
specific.
something.
Yeah.
Um, for me specifically. So this kind of ties back to one of our old D&D games. Actually, this is before Anthoria. This is when we were playing in another friend's game. Where I was playing my goofy tiefling bard who befriended a
Oh.
bunch of
Yep.
kobolds and became their queen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Um, the kobolds there were kind of inspired by Warhammer orcs. So everything they believed came true.
Yeah. If
And
enough of them believed in something. Yeah.
yeah, and I just found it so funny that I'm like suits from that clutch. And
Yeah.
that's why like she's one of like the few kobolds of this untapped magic that she has, which makes her a wild mage. Untapped power.
Yeah.
Mm.
Basically, imagination is power.
Yes, it would. Yeah, you can have
uh,
a lot of fun with that.
I guess we both have a bit of Warhammer ties, I guess, in that sense, because like
Mm.
uh Tweak is semi based off a goblin I used to play way back at Pathfinder, um, who was a fireball alchemist, um, and a mix of like 40k orcs because I like the kind of sci-fi war like universe of the 40k. Um, so that's also why Tweak is half orc. I got the little tusks on my lower teeth,
Mm.
like an orc does, even though I'm a goblin. So it's kind of a neat little tidbit there. Um, and I have to have the eat anything trait because Pathfinder goblins eat everything without side effects. It's great. I've eaten like vampire without becoming a vampire or
Mm-hmm.
anything like that.
You've eaten undead stuff.
Yep.
It's gross.
So
Yep. Can eat anything.
so you're like an Alaskan bullworm.
Yeah. I've eaten them too. Don't you- Oh god.
Uh, let's see. Uh, okay. So I think we'll go ahead and do another ad break because unfortunately,
Oh
I
yeah,
think I
sure.
pretty much used up all my snoozes, or most of
No,
my
that's fair.
snoozes last night. With these next couple questions, I want to make sure y'all don't have to feel like try
That's
to
fine.
beat
We'll
the
do
ads
one
or
more ad break.
whatever. So we will do one more 3-minute ad. Um, so we'll be right back and continue with the interview. So, and I will have words on stream for you folks at home though. So we'll be right back. See you in just a few. Bye. Okay, we are back. Okay, well,
I knew someone was gonna do that. Fuck. It was in there, but I'm like, I don't know if I should do that word.
Vor is not on the thing. I'm sorry.
You-
I checked for you or whatever, so it's not
I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm like, should I do more? Will it
like
be on there?
thank you Words on Stream for not including that.
It's like,
Oh my gosh.
oh, so good. Oh.
um so
Sorry.
sorry, mental flashbang for a second there.
Oh, that's fair.
Uh all right. So let me okay. So uh and answer take this question however you want to and answer it in whatever way you want. What is the biggest inspiration for what you do?
Biggest inspiration for what?
VTubing as a whole. The more I see people create like amazing things, example, like one of my favorite streamers is Demon Queen Vivi. She makes amazing models. She makes so many like crazy stuff and like gremlins and just all this kind of stuff. When I see like a really wild new thing, like lately I love that VTubing's gotten to such a point that it's surpassed, just anime people at this point. I'm seeing like monsters and really crazy stuff, like full dragons. I saw full live 2D dragon, and that is a goal. Those are goals. I'm like, that's possible. That is possible now. Um,
Oh yeah, it's
yeah, just
crazy what all
really
the tech's been able
VTubing.
to do lately.
Yeah, like I'm really inspired by just VTubing in general and wanting to make more and more stuff because of it.
I guess my inspiration more for all this has been kind of the challenge. Like every time, honestly, it probably bugs Soot a little bit, but like
Oh.
every time like something new seems doable to me,
Oh,
like
you want to do it.
as soon as my brain will like come up with a thing, like for example when I figured out, hey, wait a second, I can give our chat bot Zip like a brain and he can start remembering what chat has said to him and like all this other stuff. It's like now I need to code all this.
It only bothers me if I have to remember shit.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, sometimes we have to like reset up stuff or change things around because I've like
If
recoded
you
it.
add stuff like extra commands and things people have to know, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I keep having to reel it in because I start adding too much, and then I gotta be like, no, we can't have like a million things because no one will remember or use this stuff.
Yeah, but things are ever evolving because of it.
Yeah, yeah, it's exciting. There's always new stuff, so or at least I've never run into a roadblock yet with streaming. So, and we've been doing this for how many years now?
Probably 5.
Yeah, 5th year. Wow.
Okay, yeah, well, you'll answer the next question on that, which is how long have you been streaming? So there we go.
Oh yeah,
I guess
we haven't been VTubers the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about
I've kind of been counting my VTube anniversary a little more, which I think was like 2022 is when I actually debuted as a VTuber.
Yeah, it was during summer or something, right? I think.
Yeah, it was like June for me.
Yeah.
So like so almost like 3 years coming up as VTubing.
Yeah.
And then just the 5 years in total. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, to be fair, like 1 or 2 years of not just winging it, not knowing what the hell we were doing.
Yeah, really. It was weird. That old content just doesn't exist anymore because it was so bad.
I feel that. I
You
feel
gotta
that.
grow. You gotta evolve.
Yeah.
You all start somewhere.
Yeah.
Uh, uh. I mean, the only reason I want to keep like my older stuff like on the on the YouTube is because uh is because of some of like the very earliest archived uh readings, and then there was all the for
Mm.
all the Higurashi when they cry, all like those
Oh.
streams. Those the first
Oh
ones
yeah.
were like the first several volumes
Mm.
were that I did were on using Virgil 1.0,
That's
which
fair.
Mm-hmm.
oh, I'm wondering what volume did I stop using? Now
I
I'm
mean, I think we
curious
still
myself.
have a decent amount of stuff in our older stuff that's our PNG tubers
We
because we started as
mostly
PNG.
got rid of our any kind of cam stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
anything that was pre VTubers, the stuff that's kind of gone. It was such a different style too. It just didn't really match anymore either. So,
oh yeah.
I also had intense camera anxiety, which also was what pushed me into VTubing.
hmm,
Which again went with like what I told you about, just like the pressures of having to like look really good and all that.
Mm. Okay, yeah. I was looking so like one a bit almost about a half of like my Higurashi archive on the streams was using Virtual 1.0, which man, I'm now depressing myself into thinking how long ago that actually
Oh.
what was
yeah.
of going through all the Higurashi stuff. Man.
I mean, one of the videos I had to get rid of because it was on a face cam was one of my favorites, and it was when I did my Majora's Mask playthrough. Um, so I'm hoping to do that again, like as a as a VTuber
I, I
version.
mean,
So
I mean, that's like me with Skyrim and stuff, have going
yeah,
through it all, and like, yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
I want to go through all of Spyro because I kind of haven't gone through the whole thing on stream. I've just gone over like the first one a lot of times with different mods.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Uh okay. Then let's see. So what have you enjoyed most about streaming?
Connecting with our community and just like growing in that
Mm.
that sort of way. I I don't know. It just feels like kind of have like a family now. Just like it's weird.
Yeah,
Just
it's.
a lot of connections.
I would say the unexpected thing about streaming has kind of been the thing for me where just things keep happening with streaming that we aren't expecting.
Mm.
Yeah,
Like for
that
example,
is
like
true.
the fact that we got like a team started, which was never something that was on our radar,
Right.
or the fact that we've been getting some partnerships, which was never really on our radar when we first started out. Like
We
it's
hit Crowd
weird.
Control Partner this year, which
Yeah,
was big.
it's kind of surreal, honestly.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
they just kind of happen too, right? Like it's interesting.
yeah, y'all are moving on up in the world.
It's crazy. But yeah, for like honestly, I really value the connections and friendships I've
Yeah.
made through this a ton. I so many people I've met through this is just like insane. Like if everything were to be snuffed away from us, we would still have these friends.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, the amount of people we've met just through VTubing and streaming is crazy. Like I think we
Mhm.
have more friends online
Yeah.
through this than we even do IRL at this point. So
Oh yeah, a lot of people like close to us have kind of moved away and like
yeah,
don't really like keep in touch with as much anymore. And
yeah,
now it's like I'm doing more offline things with some people I met here too. A lot of us actually like all are into tabletop and we've been playing like Pathfinder and stuff together, which is
yeah.
so cool.
Mm. Let's see. Okay, so what have you streamed? What's something you streamed that had the most psychological or and or emotional impact on you?
Well, when you said psychological, I immediately went to crowd control anything.
That's true.
Oh, psychological and emotional impact.
I don't know if the hmm because I don't know if there's any VOD of it. Because I'm pretty sure I played Soma on stream once, and that one really got to me. But that's because I hate deep water. So
Mm.
that kind of.
Oh,
But
understandable for sure.
more recently, something that really kind of like was really deep and what I wasn't expecting it was that mouth washing game.
Mm.
That
Oh.
was really like a trip to play through with people. Like almost everyone in the chat too was just like, "Whoa, this was a thing."
Yeah, I really want to play that
Or
one.
It's definitely worth it, but it is an experience.
I streamed Bramble, the Mountain King, I
Oh
think
yeah, that was
last
a good one.
year.
Mm.
I was expecting to get into it with like sort of Little Nightmares, like really creepy folklore and all of that. Uh it's heavy. It actually has a lot of heavy moments. So there are some trigger warnings in it, but it is an amazing game. I was not
Hmm.
expecting like one of the story moments had me almost like just kind of like frozen, and I was like trying not to cry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because it focuses young children that have been kidnapped by Fae, and there is a moment where a essentially a young child is lost, and it touches on some sad moments.
Mm.
So something to prepare for if you ever do play it. It is a
Yeah.
other than that though, it's amazing. It keeps you on edge the entire time. Like if you like Little Nightmares, which I'm a
Mhm.
huge fan of.
Mm.
Oh,
And that
it's
was
a good
that was
game. It's a good
Bramble.
game.
Yeah.
Yes,
Rambo.
Bramble, the Mountain King.
Oh,
Very
okay.
good if you like horror and really creepy stuff and platforming.
Mm.
Yeah, it's very Little Nightmares esque in
Yes.
the gameplay style.
Yeah. Let me see what the art style looks like.
It
Okay.
is more realistic. It's gorgeous though. I need to play it again off stream since it was good, but I know I can be more immersed when I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
streaming.
fair.
Like that's the one thing with streaming.
Oh,
You
okay.
sometimes gotta do it twice to get the real experience. At least that's how it is with me.
Yeah, that really does look like a. It's look like Little Nightmare.
Mm.
Because I played the first Little Nightmare on stream. I need to just get around to doing the second one.
I
Uh,
haven't actually streamed any. I'm thinking maybe that might be my thing when we get back around to spook season. We'll see. I always like to choose a series for that special time, but last year I wanted to do all of my Resident Evil,
mm,
which ended up going into like almost December.
Yeah.
yeah. Uh, okay. So next question. So, what has been one of the most memorable moments streaming?
Oh, you know what? I almost want to say a crowd control partner celebration, or like
That was a big one.
when we did the crowd control anniversary weekend, because that's a thing they're now doing. They were celebrating 1 year for I think just like how long the either the partner program was out or something.
Mm.
Um that was a lot of fun because we showcased Valheim with it,
Mm,
Yeah.
and that was insane.
I would say my most memorable moment was probably the first time we did the Temple of the Twilight for Extra Life.
Oh, you're right.
and and we ran like a kill box dungeon with a bunch of streamers. And
Mm.
basically every time a streamer died, I would donate $10 to the charity,
Mhm.
and if the streamers won, it was an additional $50 on top of that. So like it was
Yeah.
incentive for the chat to both kill them and help them win.
Oh,
It was kind of a it was fun. I think they almost like maxed it out too. I think they killed all but 5 of the players because it was like a 12-player thing, but only 4 could exist at a time. So anytime someone died, someone new would swap
Mm.
in.
oh,
Um, they killed all but 5 of the players, and then the players actually won at the end. So it was a
oh.
good
We
time.
we we go into a lot of planning for that every year.
Yeah, that's probably our biggest fundraising event. It goes from like our charity goal is always to raise like $1,000 for Extra Life, and like that's usually the day we hit that $1,000 goal. So
Mm.
Um, and we usually do that in August, which
yeah,
was Extra Life Tabletop Appreciation Weekend, but I think they moved it to April. But we're
yeah,
still thinking of just keeping it August
yeah,
because we don't have to worry about overlapping and people are used to when it's going on. More
Mm.
people are also off because of the summer that can join in.
yeah.
But
Helps a
yeah, it's
lot.
a lot of fun.
Mm. Oh, and I will say to chat, so because we do have just have a few questions left. So if you have any of your own questions that you want to ask, please put those in the chat. Please put those in the chat very soon so we can make sure to get to those. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Uh, so next question. So what's been your favorite collaborative event?
That might be the same one for me because that
Oh
was a
yeah,
huge collab.
yeah. I was
That was
wondering.
like 12.
That would have been like one of my favorites. Our
Else
whole
do we do?
time streaming Pathfinder Abomination Vaults
That was a good
with
one.
everybody
You know what was a
was
unique one? When we did the Minecraft server for Extra Life,
oh
and we
yeah,
had
we
a bunch of
did a
people.
whole that actually was like really great.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
so
did
whenever
Minecraft
someone
with
donated, no matter who was on the server at the time, it would do like an effect
mhm.
for them. So like it was a collab in the sense that like a lot of times people were on at the same time, but it was like over 3 days. So whenever people were playing, they were still kind of collabing. So it was an
Mm,
interesting time.
Yeah, we did have a day where like all of us were on at the same time and all in it together and
Yeah,
it was fantastic.
yeah, that was a neat one.
mm.
I still, yeah, Temple of the Twilight and just Pathfinder was an experience. It was awesome getting to do that with our team
Tip top
throughout
games are
the
just good.
year. Yes, oh, and Cobalt Save Christmas.
Oh, that was
Oh,
a fun
that
one. Yeah,
one. That one is like that was a memorable time.
I feel like there's a bias for that one though.
Mm. Maybe just a bit.
Cobalt Save Christmas. That was
Uh,
good.
okay. So what are some short-term streaming goals you have?
Um, let's see. We have our we have our current like getting up to the next set of followers, right? Like we always have like the going. I
Mm.
think our next like milestone is the 3,000 followers.
We're creeping up there. I don't
Yeah, it's
know
going
that
up.
would be short term
Yeah,
though.
but that's not really a short term.
Um,
A short term goal.
uh,
Uh, wow, that's a tricky one.
I'm trying to think
I
about what's
plan things so far ahead of time.
in my head for things that I want to do at the moment. Right now, like I've definitely been kind of a long series going on, but I've kind of just been vibing with Amber Isle. Uh been doing that with and Fallout 4 on Thursdays until I feel like switching to something else.
Mm.
Like, would you mean when you say short term? Do you mean like just like something you want to stream, like a one-off stream, or like?
What does short-term
Hmm.
mean to you? I'm gonna do
Okay,
the
so to
therapist thing.
me,
Yeah.
to
Oh no.
me, I usually see that as like a one-off type of thing, like a shorter thing. And I think of the collabs we've been doing lately, you know?
Yeah. Oh,
We've
that's
been
true.
really wanting to just do more collabs in general with people because we were so busy like last year
Mhm.
and we
Yeah.
had a lot of big projects and things, and I felt like we weren't collabing a lot, and especially with the team we made,
Mhm.
that's been just a big thing I've been wanting to focus on,
Sure.
is connecting more with people, collabing in different ways, which we kind of been doing almost a collab per week
Yeah,
now.
it's been crazy. We really did
Um,
get working on that.
so I'm really happy about that. Bringing people onto our cursed modded games we find.
Mhm.
Like we did Gore Mario 64.
Yeah, that was amazing because I didn't inform anybody really what was gonna happen when I brought them in. I'm just like, "You're not squeamish, right?" And they're like, "No." It's like, "Okay, perfect."
Um, or Cursed Halo.
Yeah,
I know
I have
Twink's doing
been.
Warhammer with some team members on Monday.
Yeah, I would say short-term goal was definitely getting more collabs. Like
Yeah, just
we're already
collabing.
working on it, but um and the only other goal I guess I had was like I really wanted to do more modded content this year because I tried a little bit of like modded Mario games and stuff like that, and people seem to really vibe with that. So I think I've been
Hmm.
trying to do like I want to do more like modded Zelda and more modded like classic games like Banjo Kazooie and stuff. So
It
Mm.
works well with crowd control too, because crowd control has so many classic gems on there.
yeah. Oh man, imagine modded Conker's Bad Fur Day. That'd be an
Oh
interesting
Oh
gosh.
my
Oh
god.
no.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Oh,
but what about, so here's some long-term streaming goals you have.
okay. So I know that's going to involve some charity stuff.
yeah.
I think you have been wanting to switch things up for the Twitch thing this year, but I know you
Yeah.
might also want to keep that maybe hush hush.
Yeah, no, I do want to.
Or
I
we're
do
still
want to change
thinking.
some things up with that. Mainly because we've done the dungeon and the helping the Twitch,
Hmm.
kind of alternating. So I want to try something unique that's not like our standard Pathfinder or thing. So it'll still be a tabletop thing, and it'll still involve the Twitch, but should
Oh,
be
I
very
know
fun.
one. We've been talking with our team members about doing an archipelago
Oh, right.
long-term thing where we're not necessarily going to all be streaming together.
Yeah,
It's
it's
going to
going to
be
be an async.
async
Yeah.
thing.
Mm.
So people basically we're gonna set it up on like a big like team server, and everyone's gonna like play their game whenever they're like scheduling it for stream. So I'm hoping possibly like once a week people will try to do it. And
Yeah.
then like you'll kind of see the progress from each person's point of view, all contributing to the same kind of server randomizer of all the other members of the team. Could be really fun.
We're planning for our point of view to do Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess.
Yeah. So we might get soft locked a little bit based on
We're gonna have backups just in case.
yeah.
Like if we get soft locked, we'll be like, okay, whatever time's remaining, we'll just switch to a different thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, heck, we have so many games we're still trying out anyway.
Yeah.
There's also Ship a Harkinian.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good stuff. But yeah, no, the extra life goal, of course, this year. Always gotta hit that $1,000 goal. We might even aim higher this year if we do good.
As a team,
Um
if we get
yeah,
enough team members involved, we're gonna probably reach for like 2K or maybe
that's
higher,
true.
because we did actually hit the 2K with the team during the Minecraft thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was our first charity event as a team, and
Yeah.
hopefully to maybe even reaching to more organizations like Trans Lifeline and
Mhm.
all that, because I really want to like help
Yeah.
towards those causes.
Mhm.
Yeah, more charity stuff basically.
Mhm. Uh, okay. Question: if you could collab with one famous streamer, who would you pick?
Oh, we're already in a
Oh.
collab with Virgil B. Kobold.
Oh. So, other than me, what
Okay.
would you pick?
Oh God, who? I'm trying to think what counts as.
I'm gonna be the super weird one here and be like, I don't watch like any
I don't
popular
either.
VTubers.
I'll be. Oh,
Well,
I
you
can
watch Stephen
maybe.
Queen BB,
I'm trying
but
to think about. Well, she's. I wouldn't say she's famous. It's. I'm trying to like what like as a Iron Mouse. You think of Iron Mouse. I'm trying to think of like what like
that level of
fame.
famous.
I really. I don't watch a lot of big people. In fact, it's funny. I go and try and watch like Iron Mouse and stuff, and I'm like, it's not the same energy I like with smaller streamers. But if I'm gonna say who I've really been enjoying watching, that is quite bigger. Lena, uh, Lena Laser, I think is how you say her name. Hold on, is it?
I know who you're talking about, but yeah.
Yeah, you know. She's like a vampire demon.
Mm-hmm.
You know who would be really fun to? I guess I do know them. Takahata would be amazing to do
Oh
a
yeah.
thing on. Yeah, that would be so good.
For non VTuber, that I think would suit our cursed content would be Vinny.
Oh yeah, you're right. Vinny would be a fun one. From well, their channels technically Vine Sauce,
Fine thoughts, yes.
but it's not like the you know
Right.
the Vine Sauce like MythBuster style channel. It's just
Yeah,
yeah,
it's funny that they
all their
actually are
content is
very
corrupted,
close.
cursed content. So,
Oh,
like
I
yeah,
watch him mostly on YouTube.
very
Because
good
he
stuff.
streams at a
Yeah.
time that I don't I fail at catching. But or he just does super late night streams, I think.
Yeah.
Because I know on YouTube he'd be like, it's almost like 4 a.m. I'm gonna wrap up
Yeah.
soon. I'm like, oh god, I cannot catch these really in real time.
Yeah.
But his stuff is so good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could like. I'll just share it if you haven't seen him. Like, he's not a VTuber or anything. He doesn't even show his face. It's just funny
Well,
stuff.
sometimes he does, but it'll be like through like the Game Boy
He'll
original
do
camera,
like a.
and it's like super grayscaled.
Oh, nice.
I'll just.
That's pretty base. Not gonna
Or
lie.
he'll show his face.
Yeah.
And he'll have Mort with him, which is his alien. That always
Nort.
just sits with
Nort.
him.
Gnort. Gnort.
Oh, it's oh, is that how you say it?
Nort. Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh
God.
yeah, I know what you. Okay, yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I just he's been him and
They're
Game,
so good.
him and Game Grumps.
Oh, Game
I'll
Grumps
just
would
put
be
on the
great too. They're not
background.
VTuber either. But...
They're not VTubers,
Well-
but I would dude.
well, I
could
said-
see us like
Oh, I said streamers, so that could be
That's
anyway.
true. That's true.
the energy's there.
Actually, I don't know if Game Grumps stream a lot either.
I don't know. Not
So
really.
they might not be in that category.
But Vinny
But
does.
Vinny would be. Yeah, Vinny would be.
So that's our answer.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Vinny's a good one.
Hmm. Okay. So then this leads into our final question.
Oh
God.
But what advice
I'm
would
ready.
you give to people considering streaming or VTubing?
Okay. We do talk about this a lot. We actually have some like people getting into streaming that ask things a lot. I always tell people the first thing I always ask like, first of all, why do you want to do this? And if it involves money, I'm always just like, stop. Treat it as a hobby. Go into it for fun, please. You're gonna burn out for one. And you might not be happy with the expectations. So we've been at this for a while, and now we see actual paychecks.
It's true. I see people get frustrated in their first like couple months to a year that they aren't growing, and honestly, our first couple years we're streaming to like 3 people, right? It's kind of the and then like steadily the progress goes up. So then it's like, the next year maybe it'll be 6 people, and the next year maybe it'll be 10 people, and like that
That's
kind of
why,
like it's a slow grow, especially if you're
Yeah.
wanting to be variety. Because the
Oh,
other way
right.
you can grow is if you play a very specific game only, but you are in essence committing to a community that wants to watch that game, and you will
Um,
see numbers drop if you start trying to be a variety streamer.
We
which
actually saw
just
this
happens,
happen
unfortunately.
with a friend. So we're really big in the Deep Rock community. We've met a lot of
Mhm.
people through that only stream Deep Rock, and we had a friend um that we're close to. Actually, like they wanted to start doing variety, and they ended up quitting because it just wasn't
Yeah,
like
their average
working
would
out.
be closer to 30 while streaming Deep Rock, and then what any other game would be like 5. So,
Mm.
like, that
And
kinda
it sucks to
yeah.
see that, but that's why I'm saying don't take shortcuts. Just do it because you enjoy it.
Yeah,
Just
like, if you do enjoy playing that one game all the time, that's perfectly fine, that's
Yeah.
mm,
but I just know it's easier to burn out on a single game, especially if that game, like, goes away with
yeah.
how live service is now,
Oh yeah.
or, like, any of that stuff.
Heck, I'm
Yeah.
one of those people who I can't stick to one thing. That's why I'm a variety
Yeah, I
streamer.
can't either.
Yeah. I couldn't do that. Also, it is always like the concerns. Yeah, with like mention of like all the people that have like built up for like uh, Overwatch over the years, and then like when it
Oh
was
yeah.
Oh,
start
man.
going over to Overwatch 2, and then just like, oh my gosh, I feel
All my World
feel
of
sorry for
Warcraft
you.
streamers.
Oh, yeah.
I used to watch a lot of World of Warcraft back when I played, and all of them didn't know what to do when it was like kind of crashing. And it's kind of up again. I haven't played in a long time. I'm just seeing what people are saying, but I don't think it's been the same.
I actually got a really good piece of advice that I totally, like, spaced out on. I've brought it out up a couple times to people because a lot of the times what kills people's motivation is looking at the numbers.
It yes.
Um, but if you're turning it into, like, a long time thing, you do want to look at the numbers,
Yeah.
like, once in a while. So what I try to do to people is, never look at your streaming numbers in short term. Like, because like, a month could be bad just because of, weather events or life events or anything like that.
January
Yeah,
being a
January's
very
generally
popular,
lower.
and if people don't know, once it dips into summertime, it flops as well because a
Yeah,
lot of people
a lot of people
aren't
go out.
really wanting to sit down at their computers. Summer
So
vacay has started.
so look at your numbers in, like, the terms of, like, how are my last 3 months? How was my last
Yeah.
year?
I
Like,
like
what
to
is my
look
growth
at
compared to last year? That kind of thing, and
that.
it'll look a
Yeah.
lot better too because 'cause it'll either be generally more evened or it'll have, like, some sort of growth even if it's minor growth, so
Mm.
Yeah, there's like very big points throughout the year, holidays, take into account holidays.
yeah.
There's gonna be like things that are gonna like scuff things up.
Too much in the short term
I
to
like to look
actually
at I like to kind of like look at how the month's been doing.
mhm,
And generally too, like I was given this advice a while ago as well. When you're streaming a new game, look at how it's been doing. Like if you're streaming it on the same day for like a month, and then see was it the game or was it something else, you know?
yeah. If it is a new game, you can't really judge based on 1 or 2 streams of that game whether the community
Yeah.
likes it or not, because even they probably haven't watched enough of it, So,
Yeah.
but, yeah,
Mm.
for sure. No numbers in the long term. Always look at it in the long term, and you'll be
Mm.
less dissuaded.
It won't sway you from just wanting to be yourself and entertaining.
Yeah,
Mm.
It takes that anxiety off.
yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for I know it went longer than I would thought, but
Oops.
I mean
That's
for
fine.
but
Double people, right?
yeah,
We
double
got
people
really
or whatever.
chatty.
So
Yeah,
which was good. I very much enjoyed this. This is an experience
yeah,
I
it's
Yeah.
think
fun.
went well. So, I once again want to thank you all so much for coming in. Make sure I give you a shout
Mm.
out.
Oh no, I didn't eat any of the desserts behind us yet.
Oh.
Trying to get
No,
them while I
no,
have my
no.
back turned, trying to put in the
I'll have to eat those as soon as the picture goes away, so no one sees me just devour the plates as well.
let's see,
Oh.
did that. Okay.
Good thing we're making food after.
Just shove the whole teacup in my mouth. I'm
uh, it is so much. Let's see. Why did a clip not play?
We don't have any. No.
That's alarming.
Sometimes
6 years, no clip.
sometimes my clip thing is
Mm.
Oh yeah, we get that.
Yeah.
It's weird.
anyway.
Yeah.
But
No, I appreciate
yes.
it.
Once again, do y'all have anything upcoming? You know, in the next week or two, some event going on.
Oh. You're doing Warhammer with some
Yeah.
team members on Monday.
Yeah, we're doing a Mythical Demons collab where there's 4 Mythical Nausea members and we're all playing the Chaos Demons. So that should be fun. Like we're just gonna try and conquer the world.
Nice. Based.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything like too wild going on other than that. And
Oh.
I've been vibing a lot with Amber Isle on Tuesdays, except this Tuesday will not be that because I'm actually seeing like a streamer friend who's coming up.
Oh yes, we're being kidnapped.
Uh,
So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been like traveling everywhere.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun. Seeing a bunch of friends come from the States and everything.
I hope the
It's neat.
snow calms.
Yes, yeah, if they can get through the massive amount of snow we have.
Oh.
you have to maybe assemble some mooses to help
Oh yeah,
for they can ride in on the moose.
nothing will stop a moose.
Yeah.
This is true. I've seen. It's for this. Yeah, moose are one of those things where it's like, so that people don't realize how big those suckers are.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, they will destroy a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, if an 18-wheeler hits a moose, the moose is gonna walk away and the truck's gonna be in the ditch.
Oh yeah.
So
It
it's crazy.
because in video games it's always like, oh, it's like just a bit larger than a deer. It's like, no, this thing is
No, it's not.
Yeah, no.
No, it is not.
this thing is
They are tanks.
this thing is bigger than a Clydesdale horse. Okay.
Yep.
Things you do not want to mess with. Mooses and hippos. Just don't.
Oh, hippos are terrifying.
I think hippos are generally more aggressive though. I think
Yeah.
moose are
Sure.
They'll try
generally
and
too
like
aggressive.
tip people over boats.
I love the video of
Decide to
2
mess-
drunk guys who decide
Oh,
to mess with
no.
them.
Oh no.
That's a terrible idea.
No.
That's one of those.
That's like taunting a goose.
Yeah.
Them Canadian geese will mess you up.
It was at that moment he knew he fucked up.
Oh, sorry about that there goose attack there, eh, buddy?
Oh yeah. Hey, this whole time, and I did not make any. I refrained from making any like Canadian, or whatever.
Oh, I
so-
appreciate that friend, buddy.
Oh yeah, buddy. I'm not your. I'm not your friend, buddy.
I'm not your,
I'm
I'm
not your.
pal, friend.
Oh.
Oh god. Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Oh, hello. That's a big raid.
Hell yeah, that is. Oh my gosh.
How's it going, everybody?
Hey, welcome in.
Welcome.
Hey, welcome
We're
in. It's
talking about
Gula-chan.
We were talking about moose deadliness.
Wait, did I mess up?
Beautiful.
I think I misspelled. Hold on.
Oh no.
Dulat. Okay, there's. Okay, I forgot an N.
Oh, 2 ends, yeah.
Yeah.
The double
I was
ends.
gonna say in the midst of the Canadian conversation,
Yeah,
I
in the middle of the Canadian.
a Canadian model.
Quote out.
Yeah.
Swap.
Oh yeah, do I have that?
Let's see. But yeah, okay, yeah, we're playing Hunt Showdown. Nice. But anyway, thank you so much for the raid.
Schizophrenia. It's epilepsy.
I am.
Well,
Oh gosh.
actually.
Hey, buddies! How's it going, guys?
Change your shirt. You're
I'm here with my friends. That's what I'm talking about there, eh?
Don't schizophrenics get paralyzed when they
I don't think so.
Well, where's that kobold going there, eh, buddy?
So I I am Virgil
Welcome to Canada.
Kobold.
We only have one room.
I am. So I have doing an interview with. I've actually concluded an interview with the Sipco Gaming Guild. I'll go ahead and give you all a
Hello.
shout out. But welcome and thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had fun playing Hunt Showdown.
Oh yeah,
We all are
Ooh.
doing, and I think I saw Sam.
that's a good one.
I saw Sammy. It was they were also one of my interviewees.
Oh, nice,
Ooh.
nice.
So
Nice.
so
Sam
that
Gamer, is that one?
Sam Gamer 101 that they
Yeah.
were they
Something
were
above.
they were the hedgehog.
Ooh, nice, nice.
Very cool.
Awesome, awesome.
Okay. Let me see if y'all's
Yeah.
thing works. I may have just misspelled y'all's thing last
Oh,
time.
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, the
Okay, yeah,
two
that's what I
Gs.
messed
Oh
up.
my god!
Oh yeah, the 2Gs are they're definitely the tricky part. Oh god, what is this?
Oh, I hit the
Right from the rocket! Oh, is this where we were playing grunts in Halo?
Nice.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh my
shit!
God.
Halos.
Yeah, they made us grunts. It was
Yes.
weird.
Yeah, we were playing as grunts. Like, actually, we were the grunts.
Yeah, we do a lot of cursed mods.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, but so I really appreciate the raid. Although we were about to go because we had concluded we're finished with the interview. So they'll give a moment if y'all want to ask
Yeah, do you have any questions?
yeah, if y'all want to ask Sipco here before we end, if there was any questions y'all want to ask,
Yeah.
because they do.
Just for anybody that's
Yeah.
curious too, we are duo streamers on our channel. We're married in
Yeah.
real life.
Yeah, you'll catch us both on Sipco Gaming Guild.
Oh,
Art, coding, modded chaos, cursed games, a lot of
Yeah.
classics.
Oh yeah.
there was one question that I was like that I was thinking about that I'm now reminded of. It was
Yeah.
so is there, how to phrase this? So is there anything if you find any like particular like challenges as a dual like channel, especially as a couple, streaming couple?
Ooh. I think sometimes it would just be like, what thing do we want to do and not like overlap with. I think we got a good system here though, that we always like do something on Mondays either together, or Tweak's been doing some solo days on there too, and he also does some solo days on Wednesdays if we don't have collabs or something.
Mm-hmm.
I always do my individual streams on Tuesday and Thursday, and Fridays are our community type streams that we're always doing with people.
Yeah. I'm usually hosting the Monday and the Friday. And then Wednesday's kind of like our optional in case something comes up. But yeah, I would say that's probably the hardest part is like if there's a game either we both want to do or one of us wants to do, and like the launch day or whatever is on the other person's day, like it can cause a little bit of like, oh no, how do we set this
Which is
up?
funny. It rarely happens with non-multiplayer
Yeah.
games, so like it really doesn't matter too much in that sense. Like Killing Floor 3 is coming out, and we both pre-ordered
Yeah.
it.
Mm.
Really hoping we get in the beta. We're gonna see.
Yeah,
But,
hoping to get in.
overhyped.
Mm.
But the benefits like greatly outweigh the drawbacks, and the fact
Oh
that
yeah.
like technically we get a full 5-week stream schedule or 5-day stream schedule in a week, and like technically we're each only streaming half those days, but for the
Yeah,
channel
unless
it
it's
looks
one
like
of
we're streaming the whole
those-
time, right? So
Yeah. It
Um,
only varies if it's like gonna be one of those multiplayer heavy weeks. Like sometimes we're usually together a lot on Mondays. And
There-
I think
there-
Mondays and Fridays it's usually we're together a lot. Wednesdays,
yeah, I've been
believe
doing more
Wednesday's
solo on
mostly open
Mondays
for collabs.
recently. But yeah,
Mm.
Fridays are always our collab days, or like our multi-community
Mhm.
days kind of thing.
But you'll usually catch me doing my own thing on Tuesday, mainly with art.
Mhm.
And then Thursday, we do crowd control stuff.
We definitely get a weird mix of a crowd
Pretty
as
good
well
mix
because
of-
of that, though, too. Like where we'll have certain viewers that only come, or well, they won't always come out, but they'll come out more often on specific days. Like if they're mostly here to watch Foots art, or mostly here to watch my coding, or like
Mm.
so that does happen as well. But that's not
A
necessarily a
lot of
bad
people
thing.
for
So
the crowd control, but
yeah,
I generally feel like I see the same people. It hasn't divided people too much, but I know there's more excitement for certain days. I think Tuesdays are just
yeah,
comfier, so a lot of
Mm.
people just like the vibe.
yeah.
Especially since I've been doing Amber Isle right now.
Yeah. So is there the ice on the other side thing? Is there anything that's as a streaming duo and pardon me, as a streaming duo and uh married couple, is there any, is that is anything that like kind of helped you as a streamers, or maybe helped you in terms of like as maybe have help you have like maybe a different perspective to streaming that others,
Hmm.
that other streamers wouldn't.
It does let people kind of see the couple dynamic on our streams, which doesn't happen a lot on many streams. Like even a lot of streamer couples
Mm.
will stream on separate channels. So you'll see the different
Yeah.
like points of views, but like a lot of our content is done in the same space. So you
I
get to
have
see a
like a
lot of
curtain that's
yeah.
soundproof that actually separates. Like we're both in the basement. Our basement's just our server room.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just all the game stuff is down there.
Yeah. But
Uh,
but yeah, no, it's definitely something that has come up in the fact that like people are like, oh, like this is cool that like you're a couple doing this, or this is
mm-hmm.
um
I mean,
yeah.
I actually learned like recently, like we're quite different. Everybody's different, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
but like we like a lot of the same stuff together, which makes it easy. We
Yeah.
play a lot of the same things, but like my one of my friends, for example, her and her husband have no games in common that they enjoy at all outside of Pokemon.
Mm.
So like, yeah, obviously that wouldn't work.
Yeah,
And
that'd be
like not
harder to share a
everybody's in
channel for
both
sure.
into streaming either. Like I
Mhm.
a lot of times like one person is more interested in that than the other. We just both really have fun with this and
It's
like to
like
entertain in different ways.
it's like how you get to learn your partner's tastes in like foods or music or whatever. It's the
Mm.
same kind of thing where it's like I'll be playing a game, I'll be like, you know what? I think so would like this type of game, and then I'll
And it
like pitch it to
yeah,
her, and then
and it
yeah.
creates a problem because I have such a game list because she'll be like, "Hey, Sooth, I found another game we can play." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
I love
Mm.
it though. We always have something to play, something to stream together. Either if we're both really into something on our own or together.
Yeah.
There's not really a time where it'll be off balance though.
Mm. Okay. See, I was trying to think, because I think I'm running through my head, but I think you might be like the first like Canadian ones that I've interviewed, as far as like on the that I've interviewed,
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
or even
so you need
just
to ask the Canadiana question. Is that what
yeah,
it's
or even just enjoy like a non-Amer or the non-American streamers or whatever. So congrats on that. Y'all got first Canadian and
Yay!
first
yeah. Maple
non-Americans.
syrup, poutines,
Oh, I love that.
um,
Listen,
non-watered down beer.
poutine's amazing. Maple's amazing.
America's got great prices on alcohol, but their beer is
It's
watered down
very,
compared to Canadian beer.
very watered down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get like decent American beer. You have to get like something like really like craft and stuff like that.
Yeah. Not sure why either. Like it doesn't really like I don't know why they went that route. But
It's well, we were one
or
of
that
the
yeah.
it's there that I could actually name it prohibition.
Oh yeah. Maybe.
So
Yeah, no, the beer just isn't as full 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 flavored as like a normal beer you'd get here. Like even our cheap beers here in Canada are more full flavored and usually higher alcohol than the beers in the States.
But yeah, it really does boil down to like, um, we had prohibition was a thing in the States, as elsewhere that would be kind of like, I mean, as everywhere else was like, what?
Yeah.
That
Why would you do that?
why would you do this to yourselves? This we have problems.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
no, the 13% is very high for a beer. That's like usually
Yeah.
wine
Yeah.
That's
level.
high.
yeah. So
Or mead. Mead could be that high.
yeah, most
We
kind
make our own beads, actually.
Mead's good.
yeah, my brother tried to make some once, but it's like he didn't clean
Oh no.
the container
no.
in
Ooh.
like quite enough, so it just went bad,
Oh yeah.
unfortunately.
We got I think
We
you
got,
got
like,
a whole
Industrial grade food
You've got,
cleaner
like,
and barrels to put it in, yeah.
there's a whole like container and fluids you have to kind of let it sit in.
Yeah. Make sure you use gloves because that stuff's real good cleaning. So.
Mm,
But
yeah, but
Yeah,
pretty
no.
much in American beer, 'cause it was there were only a very few breweries that were actually able to survive to weather prohibition. Very few, so it meant very specific styles.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That pretty much that survived, and then of course there were already fewer brands, so they were able to just consolidate and dominate the market, and
That's
it so
Oh, you know
yeah.
something that's oddly Canadian that I hadn't realized at first. We're one of the only producers of ice wine in the world,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Oh,
So like yeah, it's very hard to find it elsewhere.
yeah, I feel like, okay, I think I've heard of that before. I'm just forgetting out specifically what is
So it's a type of wine that's very high in sugar content. Like it's like drinking a syrup because it's so high in sugar content.
Definitely a
The
dessert
bottles are
wine.
yeah, the bottles are very thin. Like you don't get a lot for your buck. But at the same time, the only way they can get them is they have to harvest the grapes as they just freeze, and they
Yeah.
can't break the skins on any of the grapes that they harvest, or that ruins the batch. So
oh wow.
it's such a
It's a very
labor
delicate
intensive
process.
Yeah.
You need like the perfect
You need an area
temperature.
Yeah, you need an area where the grapes can be growing fine and then freeze the next day. It's like
Yeah.
the only way to get them to
Oh yeah.
So you can come up to Canada and purchase it here, but if you purchase it anywhere else, it is like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, it's like $40 in Canada or like $200 to $500 elsewhere for a bottle.
Oh gosh.
So we
Yeah.
go to an ice wine festival once a year.
Yeah.
There was a deal for like 3 or 4 bottles that we brought home.
Yeah.
So now we have something to share with
so
our
good.
out of.
It's definitely a sipping wine though. You don't want to just
Oh.
use it as a drinking wine.
We have something to share with our non-Canadian friends if they visit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since I've had like wine or whatever. Though I remember one of the ones I didn't like was this is a wine I like was Riesling.
Oh yeah, Rieslings. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard this one like wine or whatever. It was like Kung Fu Girl, I think was like the wine or whatever, which I really like because it was basically like it made the flavor profile because it makes me think almost like lemonade or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Only not like with more kick to it and not as sweet.
Yeah.
So I
That's
like
fair.
that. So I really like that type of profile.
Yeah.
But
You probably like sour beers, like the ones that they have around.
Sour beers.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had much of those. It's like I
They
tend
are
to
very
like
common.
the beers
Need, like a craft brewery.
yeah, the beers I actually like tend to be a bit like darker beers.
Oh, like
So,
stouts.
Yeah,
I like my stouts.
like
I
stouts
like Guinness.
and
Lagers.
I like lagers, yeah, lagers and Guinness is
Dunkels.
Yeah.
Dunkels are there's this one's my favorite brand of beer, whatever. It's like well, favorite type of beer I've ever drank or whatever. It's just so expensive. But have you ever tried the brand? It's like a Dragon Milk.
I've heard of that one. No, that
No,
sounds
I would
interesting.
like some dragon
Yeah,
milk.
it's like this very it's a stout, and it's super rich.
Oh
It's
yeah.
very
I
rich, super malty or whatever. It is quite pricey though. So
Mm.
I thought you were gonna say like Rattlebones because I think they have like 20% beers, which is like
so
crazy.
uh
But yeah.
but although I think as like a
Ooh, old
general
Rasputin.
uh yeah, Rasputin. Oh, it's like the it's like one of those Russian imperial malts or whatever. It's another just
Yeah.
like style I like a general brand that's like my favorite is the Viehestefaner. I don't know if like that
Okay.
brand of beer or whatever versus just German beer. It's like one of
Mm.
the oldest breweries in the world. It's like 800
Ooh,
years old or
okay.
something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's just like they have several different kinds there, and they're all like just so freaking good.
Check that out. I mean, I've had some weird beers too. Like the craft breweries near us did a Fruit Loops beer that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, there was a clam chowder beer that was really awkward to drink. uh,
Awkward
it
sounds
tasted
about right.
it tasted like you were drinking clam chowder. It's weird because it's not bad. Like clam chowder soup is fine, but you were drinking it out of a beer glass.
Mm,
It's yeah, it was strange.
it's a Russian Imperial Stout. It's named after the Imperial Court's love of importing the stuff. It's an English beer. Oh, okay. No, I've seen those or
Nice,
whatever. I
nice.
just didn't know it's. But anyway,
But yeah,
but yeah, I think we'll say I've. But thank
we
you
got a little
so.
more in.
Oh yeah, thank you so
Yeah.
much for the stream. I really appreciate it.
I enjoyed
Oh yeah, for
this.
sure. It
Thank
was fun.
you.
Oh
This was
yeah,
a really fun experience.
oh
I feel like I
yeah.
got to know you a bit better too.
Oh,
Yeah.
uh, uh. And so is there anyone? So I thank you so much. This has been episode 10 of Spilling the
Yeah.
Tea. It's been with Sipco Gaming Guild.
Eee.
So
Yeah.
uh